Good to go. We had a problem just before the stream started, so I just want to make sure that OBS didn't do another fuck up. But anyway, this is AGCovers. Okay. All right, so we're gonna have the face cam on here, and we're gonna use Twitter for the actual, speaking side of things. Cool format. Yep. Yeah, it's annoying a bit sometimes. Freaking Twitter, man. It's actually working properly this time. So we're gonna I'm gonna mute you on the Discord side of things, so we can use the Twitter. The lip sync will be a little bit off, but it shouldn't be that noticeable. All right, I invited him to co-host. Let's go ahead and go motion. We get the. Oh yeah, that reminds me. On the YouTube side, JDST actually finished up the first batch of songs, so we got some new music to play in the background. You wanted a live reaction to it. Sorry, we're getting stuff set up right here. All right, so AG, you can accept the co-host role. You should be able to invite anyone you like up in a bit. All right. Twitter mic thing might be a bit weird sometimes, but how's it going, Sega Ballistic? What did I miss? Not much. Getting stuff set up before we really get moving.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you, man.
Awesome. All right.
All right. So yeah, JDST sent me some new music to use in the background. So
yeah, I saw.
So here, how's it going?
Hello.
All right, that's gonna be the background music. Yeah, I can hear you on the Twitter space. Yeah, we're good to go on that side.
All right, how's it going, everyone?
AG's in AG Games Interview. Scary.
What's up?
How's it going, everybody?
I'm genuinely nervous.
All good. We're just here to have a fun time.
Yeah.
Let's just have a fun time and ask questions. That's all I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
How's it going, Roman,
how's
CJ?
How's it going, everyone in the chat? Hello, everyone in Twitter.
We're live on Twitter and YouTube and technically Twitch, but I keep forgetting to fucking advertise it. Twitch is my YouTube freaking does way better than my Twitch days, and I live stream majority on YouTube. It's weird.
Wait, let me pull up your Twitch then as well. I have everything pulled up. I have Twitter on one screen.
Live censorship. It's called voice mod, my friends. How's it going, Mojave? Been a minute. Hello again. So we had a bit of a OBS fuck up earlier, so the original link to this live stream on YouTube doesn't work anymore, because as soon as the last live stream ended, it overrode this one we're doing on live YouTube right now. But yeah, I pinned the I made a new animation for questions on the Twitter space. If you want to ask questions on Twitter, we're going to go through the main questions first, but if you want to go ahead and preload your questions on Twitter or YouTube, just hold off on YouTube. I posted I pinned the post on the top of the space. So it says we are live for the next interview. Go to that post on my main account and leave your question there. I'll try to heart them if we've actually got to them. All right. You can always change your avatar on streams. But yeah, let me bring up the questions and we should be good to go. That one.
I can already see some of my friends in here. I can see Renee. I can see Tim. Rally, Average. How's it going, everyone?
You just covered up your thing. This is the first time we actually had a face cam in the podcast on YouTube.
I am very special.
But yeah, if you want to see the face cam, jump onto the YouTube side. If you wish.
If you don't think I'm ugly, yeah, of course. I mean,
how's it going, J Ramp? How's it going, Infinio? Infinio, I think it's pronounced. But yeah, really excited. Okay, so I have 17 questions. I'm probably not gonna add more and just reiterate. There too many questions. I don't want to keep people in different time zones up until like 5 a.m.
I can stay up as long as needed. Don't
turns
worry.
Into a real freaking Five Nights at Freddy's stream.
Survive the interview.
Are we allowed to add questions? Ask questions in this chat? Yeah, you're allowed. You're allowed. But yeah, I have 16 questions. My bad, not 17. 17th one was the animation for got questions instead of got milk. Yeah. But yeah. Next Friday should be interesting as well. 10 a.m. for you. Time zones, I f***ing hate them.
Don't we all?
Well, let me switch this one to freaking Windows Media Player so it doesn't.
I got thrown off so badly. I thought the interview was gonna start at 1 a.m. because I forgot about the daylight savings thing that happened recently, and so y'all are 5 hours behind me instead of 6 hours.
Daylight savings, man. I really do hate it.
Exactly.
Dude, it hurts streamers as well. There we go. Don't have that way. We don't have a freaking white bar on screen at all times.
Wait, I just want to make sure. Can you hear Viz?
Nope, I can't.
Ah, damn it.
It's because Discord's muted.
Yeah, damn it.
Dang. Oh well. Oh well. I mean, if you hook it up onto, if you can hook up the sound effect to a soundboard and then connect it to your mic via voice mod, it would work on there too.
Or wait, Loki, I could just turn off my microphone on Discord and you as well.
Setup is the hardest part for all these things.
Yeah.
All right. Never knew it could devastate streamers. Yeah, the hourly, especially if you live overseas. Like for example, on YouTube. Before we get started, the second most viewer base on my YouTube channel, according to YouTube, is Brazil. Actually, funnily enough.
All right, same here.
How's it going, Memon?
Mammon was good.
I didn't say that. All right, YouTube connection is solid again. I did some tweaking before I realized what community I'm talking to. I did some around the OBS setting changes, so the YouTube stream shouldn't be laggy this time, at least for a while. But yeah, good to see you, Memon. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we?
Let's do it.
One more audio check. New music might be a bit louder. Okay. So on YouTube we have the live, we have the animation as always. All right, question 1: how did you get into the FNF community?
All right, so it's a little bit of a mixed up story. So at the beginning, like when I first heard of Friday Night Funkin', I actually had no idea about it, and I wasn't really interested in it to begin with. I just saw it and thought to myself, okay, maybe I'm just not interested in the game. And there was this YouTuber by the name of DJ Sturf, who does Five Nights at Freddy's like speed runs, juggles a lot. And have you heard of him?
Yeah, I've heard of him a long time ago.
Hell yeah. And he's a really good like rhythm game player. And so I saw him play the B-side version of Pico, and I thought to myself, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna check it out. And it was pretty cool. But at that time, that was the first time I've ever heard Boyfriend. I heard his voice and I was like, I've been clicking the hell off. This is so annoying. He ruined the entire song. And so a few weeks passed and I see 8-Bit Ryan had uploaded him playing the Witty mod. And I was like, okay, you know what?
Memon, do not leak the interviewees. No leaking. You're on the promo team.
No leak.
I'll tell you the next Friday one. Just give me a minute. Sorry.
No worries. Should I keep going or?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. But yeah, I saw 8-Bit Ryan upload the his playthrough of the Witty mod. And I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna check it out. If it's cool, I'm just gonna keep watching. Come to find out, by the time I finished the video, I've started actually enjoying the game a lot more, especially when I saw they added Monica as a mod as well.
Yeah.
Then his playthrough of the Tricky mod dropped, and I was just completely invested in the community from then on, and the rest is history.
Oh.
Yeah. Yo, Danny was good.
Okay, I just let the promo team on the Funkin interview account know what's the next interview. So, shh. Somebody chat said we're making the interview cinematic universe. I mean, I'm hella down. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go. Yeah. You haven't seen how you pronounce my name. Oh, I'm sorry. I just guessed it.
By the way, I don't know where to check the questions people might post on Twitter. Would you mind like reading them out loud if someone asks them?
Yeah, that's what I do. But yeah, that was the first question. How'd you get into the FNF community? Oh yeah, I should probably just post the freaking. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I used to do this, but somebody hasn't pointed it out yet. Here are the questions. So you can keep along with it.
I actually didn't read any of them because I wanted to see if I could just answer them spontaneously.
Yeah, careful there. If you wanted to go to bed at a decent hour.
Fair.
Uploading, processing.
I see
Come
someone
on,
in
Twitter.
YouTube chat asked if I do Dave and Bambi stuff. No, I'm not really that big of a fan of the mod, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not a huge fan of it either, but I did just play Dimensional Deep End. It actually wasn't that bad. That one wasn't that bad.
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, I could see Dave and Bambi working perfectly as like a reskin or a mod for Baldi's Basics. But in FNF terms, I'm not really a big fan of it. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, the last time I actually played a mod was the Golden Apple mod, the last update like years ago.
Yeah, I checked it out. I watched community game play it.
Yeah, we can talk about community game later.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. All right, question number 2. How long have you been in the FNF community?
So far, I actually joined somewhere mid-January, early February in 2021. So for over 4 years now.
Around the same, honestly, I think, off the top of my head.
Yeah. But that's for the FNF community. If we're talking about the Batatsu community, or about every 200 recovery community, I joined exactly on February 25th, 2022. I just recently celebrated my 3-year anniversary.
Hell yeah, man.
Let's go.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. That was a quick question. All right. Gotta wait for the animation. All right. Question number 3. How has your experience with the community been?
You mean like in terms of like the community itself?
Yeah,
or
basically.
The mod. I would say kind of like mixed, honestly. I mean, we all know the way the community can act. Sometimes there's no reason to elaborate any further on that.
Yeah, dude, I can go for hours on that, but that's not the point of the podcast.
Yeah, we need a completely new podcast for that.
Yeah, I mean, I can set that crap up. We can just do. It might be an interview. It'd be on the interview thing, but we can just talk about the community. That is something I am planning to do in the future, where we get various creators in the community just to talk about the community. Like where do we go from here?
That would be
but
pretty cool, yeah.
That's maybe like somewhere in the summer. I'm not sure. The community is very volatile. In my opinion, I haven't had a bad experience, and I've been streaming mods for a couple years. Personally, I might be the one case scenario I haven't had a actual negative experience.
I mean, really, the only negative experience I can remember is, first of all, me almost losing my career and getting canceled.
Oh yeah, that's the next question actually.
Yeah, but other than that, other than like looking at how other people keep on getting exposed and stuff, I don't really think I had a negative experience.
Yeah. But yeah, the next question is number 4. Have you had to deal with any drama in the community? Which I actually did hear about the most recent one.
Oh boy. All right. Yes. To answer your question, this was a few weeks ago. I'm not gonna fully go into it because I don't want to like ruin like.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
In the thing, but I will like sum it up. So basically, yeah, I can see Danny already. They're one.
Yeah,
of the,
he pops in sometimes actually.
Yeah, Danny's actually like one of the people that were in the whole drama thing. But basically, there's this creator named HiveMind that I used to be very good friends with for a good year or so. We used to work together on projects and stuff like that. And recently, another content creator by the name of Sorobal, he had made a video calling me out and calling HiveMind out. And I actually got pulled into this whole entire drama to begin with because we've been like trying to I've been trying to help HiveMind, you know, see it a completely different way in terms of like hating Sorobal and hating his best friend Danny, because he had such a hate B word. Let's just say that.
I get you.
I don't know. Hate boner.
Yeah, you can say that.
Sora. And I wanted to see if I can de-escalate the situation because I generally did not want any like arguments happening in the community. I didn't want the community to split into two, basically. So I got all of them together in a group chat so we can de-escalate the situation and handle it maturely.
Yeah.
But things de-escalated when HiveMind started working on his little thing where he would try to like group up a bunch of people and try to attack Soroval at once so he could take it down. And he roped me into this because at that time I left a project server that Soroval had made because I just didn't want to be like involved in any of the shit that the entire drama was going through. And so I left his project server, and he saw that as me being on HiveMind's side and me trying to like help him out, take down Soroval's channel and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Communication is key in any friendship.
Yeah, it is, but I guess not in this case.
Don't just assume everybody. Come on. Don't make assumptions. The community is already makes enough of those.
The drama video came out, and Soroval had said that I was helping out HiveMind behind the scenes and stuff like that. Then I made a video and a post, and I also talked to Sora in private, clearing my name by saying I didn't have any involvement with it. It was just pure coincidence. The only thing I had involvement with was getting you all together in a group chat so I can de-escalate the situation, and that's it. And so my name was cleared, but then it turns out some even more stuff came out about HiveMind that made me change my view on him completely. That's all I'm gonna say, but
yeah,
let's
fair
just
enough.
say he ain't like us.
Sorry I had to deal with that, man. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's been tough. I mean, I practically for a day I lost my entire channel. And it was really scary, honestly. Like everything that I've been building up just to be.
Dude, I hope I don't have to feel that crap, man. I hope I don't have to feel that crap.
I mean, dude, don't do anything fucked up, and you'll be good to go.
Basically, there's a reason I'm not that active in a lot of the Discords I'm in. I mean, besides being 26, and it's kind of weird, I guess, to interact with some people in the community.
You have your own life outside Discord.
That too.
Meanwhile, I'm chronologically online.
The only time I do go on Discord is an open, call most of the time, unless I'm streaming. But other than that, I don't usually do personal calls unless we're doing this sort of thing, I guess. We're doing the interview sort of thing.
I am a special case.
I didn't really think about it, but wait a minute. I could just pin the freaking pop out, and it works. Yeah. Cultural divide. I'm gonna get on the floor. Yeah, Twitter is a cesspool, my friend. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, let's go ahead and get out of the drama phase of the questions.
Let's get going.
Yeah, excuse me. All right, question number 5. Do you have any advice to give to the community? Like generalized stuff.
General advice, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes. Try to avoid any sort of drama whatsoever. If you feel like you don't really belong in a certain friend group, or you don't belong in a certain group that you talk to or hang out with very often, then it's probably for a good reason. You should probably trust your gut. Stay away from that. Otherwise, if you keep going, you'll later on get into some drama that you don't have any involvement with, and you'll get roped in, and then your entire thing is going to be shut down for good, and then you'll just have to completely change your entire online identity. Identity, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and be careful who you associate with.
I almost lost my community.
Yeah. I think Betelgeuse let me know ahead of time because they're a huge fan of yours, and yeah, it's fine. I mean,
yeah, I've been told. Hello, Betelgeuse. Hello. Thanks for watching my
he was very excited. Yeah, good stuff, man.
I'm really excited to see that.
Yeah, if he's still here. Think of it. Oh no. You just got to reband back in June. Just
because. When I reach 2 million subscribers.
Dude, you have a way bigger subscriber base than mine. I can tell you that much. Damn.
I mean,
yeah, we have two different styles of content on YouTube.
I'm gonna at least want to get.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I do generalized gaming and then these interviews and FNF streams, but
dude, all it took is one video.
Yep, it does. Yeah, 1 billion years later. Yeah, we were playing Smash Bros. And earlier today. I think you were there though. To be fair.
I watched that. Yeah.
We're almost at 200. We were almost at 200 streams of that shit. Meaning 200 hours of that. Damn. But yeah, anyway, my advice to the community: either A, stay off Twitter, or B, if you want to stay on Twitter, do not interact with any negative posts, and the algorithm won't feed you more. It's literally doing what it's designed to do.
the only reason why I'm still on Twitter to begin with is because I have some connections between there.
Exactly.
Including me and my girlfriend.
Yeah.
But not just like outside creators. I'm talking about like me and my partner as well.
Yep.
Once I leave the community, I'm also leaving Twitter. Like I'm done with Twitter. I cannot anymore.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, just be careful who you interact with. And another thing. One thing I have noticed that a lot of people don't realize what they're implying with certain posts. Think your posts through before you end up saying something you don't actually mean.
Think before speaking. That's a thing a lot of people in the community lack.
Common sense.
And also can I give another word of advice?
Go ahead.
If you get into drama, please try to keep it private. No one needs to know about whatever the hell is going through, unless you're trying to expose a pedophile, in which case, please go ahead. In fact,
amplify that shit. Let's go.
But
only if there is credible evidence of it.
Yeah, of course.
That's the biggest thing.
If we're talking about like that's like literally the main thing that started. Hive Mind had quote unquote evidence
allegedly.
About Sora allegedly.
You gotta be careful on YouTube.
Of Sora acting the way he acted, and when the evidence was literally nothing because it was all in a voice chat. But yeah, anyway, if it's like personal beef with someone with a different creator,
privately,
or if it's literally anything else, try to keep it private. Try to settle it private.
Yeah, there's no reason
to get it out and ruin both communities.
There's no reason in the world to bring it out into public if it's a personal.
It's only gonna make stuff worse for both sides.
Exactly.
No reason.
Then again, for example, on TikTok, controversy gets you numbers, but then again, you have a hate mob following you the rest of your career.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Exposing for petty drama is very f***ing stupid. Agreed.
Yep.
Agreed, Nikki. All
I
right.
agree.
Okay, enough of number 5. I think we've put out like freaking 15 advices. Just be careful what you do on the internet and think things through. General synopsis.
Be careful about your digital footprint.
Yep.
Coming from me, I've done some very, very, very questionable stuff, and I still do to this day that I really regret.
Yep.
That I'm really scared to get out.
Okay, question number 6. As a content creator, have you had to deal with any harsh burnouts? This one's a really relevant question for me because I've been dealing with it myself.
Really?
Yeah, that's why.
Funkin interview?
Yeah, the interview stuff takes a lot of work in the background.
Especially when it out of nowhere just started skyrocketing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Proud of you, by the way.
Yeah, but thanks. Like, I've been doing it for several months, and it's just like, I probably won't do well on Twitter. Like, what the f just happened overnight?
That's good, honestly. I'm glad it's picking up.
I had the general setup ready to go, and first stream, banger.
Yeah.
All right. Burnout. I hardly
to answer the question.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. I've dealt with a bunch of burnouts. In 2022, I was working on a completely different mega compilation about the mod DDTO. I've been working for 2 months non-stop. Non-stop. And I haven't been getting any sleep during that time as well. And this was during the time where tests were very, very rapid. So I had to deal with that plus editing a lot. I had to like 30 batatsies within the span of a month. So like every day I had to pump out at least 1 batatsi, which was
dude.
And on Christmas Day, literally on Christmas Day, when the compilation was supposed to shut up, phone. When the compilation was supposed to release, I had woken up with my entire body feeling very, very sore and like my entire body like really hurting, to the point where I could barely walk. I felt like I was in a wheelchair. I could barely talk, walk, speak, anything like that.
Yeah, burnout affects you in a lot of ways.
Crawl my way to my parents' room and ask them to help me. And come to find out, it's because I haven't been getting any sleep within the past 4 weeks or so. And one of the cause of that, it's because of the stupid compilations.
Well, you can say stupid, but you have a lot of loyal fan base on YouTube.
That's true. I mean,
I wouldn't call it stupid in front of them, man. People think about.
How about this amazing, incredible?
Then again, it is a kind of a silly
compilation.
Then again, I do call this a silly boop game. It is technically, but you know.
Yeah, it is. But I've also suffered another burnout quite recently. This was after the Indie Cross compilation release.
I saw that one. I think we talked about it.
Yeah, I've been trying to I took a week off from any sort of editing besides the separate uploads and some streams here and there, and I tried to get back into editing because I was supposed to release a Bitatsu on the 3-year special of Nihility, a completely different song. But I could not for the life of me sit down for more than 1 hour and just focus on working because I suffered such a huge burnout because I would work 12 plus hours on a video each day for the compilation and I would get barely any sleep. Sometimes I would stay up until 8 a.m. and sleep until 10 a.m. just so I could keep working.
Yep.
It was crazy.
Yeah, burnout affects everybody.
Yeah. Take breaks, please.
Always take breaks. And drink and hydrate.
Yeah.
But don't rely on caffeine either. You get caffeine withdrawals once you start.
Yeah, if
taking
every
breaks.
time I drink a can of
That's
Red
what I'm
Bull, I
dealing
always
with right
fall
now is
asleep.
caffeine withdrawals.
It's the same.
Yeah, I got A&W root
Red
beer
Bull.
again. I'm back on that grind.
Nice. I drink a can of Red Bull. Root beer. I drink a can of Red Bull, and I immediately start feeling sleepy and I just fall asleep for a good 2 to 3 hours. It's like my personal chocolate milk whenever I go to sleep.
Yeah, my dad drinks. I got a short story here about caffeine because I know this is because caffeine, depending on how often you drink it, your brain needs more to get the same effects. For example, my father drinks nothing but Mountain Dew. He'll drink like 2 freaking Mountain Dew cans before bed just to sleep, so he doesn't get a migraine. He had a chemical dependency on it.
Jesus.
That's how serious it can get. I was going down that route for a bit, like the past month or 2 with this account. Yeah, that's why I took a few days off. There's no interview tomorrow night because of that, because I was disconnecting entirely from the internet just for 2 days.
To take a break.
But yeah, that's why I was off Discord now.
Hello, Emily.
Hi. But yeah, I'm back on the A&W, no caffeine. That's why I haven't been feeling like myself the past few weeks. But yeah,
Drink water. That's like the most caffeine you can ever get.
pretty much. You can't go cold turkey, of course.
Yup.
They wind it down slowly, but that's a little tip. It helps out. The burnout, didn't last it went longer because of the caffeine. But yeah, I'm slowing down. That's why I stopped going for 3 interviews a week down to 2.
That's good. That's like
it helps out a bunch, but then again, we have like freaking 97 technically fucking requests now, and it's gonna take forever to get through them. But I'd rather prioritize my own mental health.
I would just recommend doing it once a week, honestly.
I can do 2, but if the promo team wants to do a animatic for each, they're welcome to do so.
Speaking of, I would actually be more than down to help out anyway.
All right, feel free to join the Funkin Interview Discord. I'll give you the promo.
Already did.
I didn't realize you were here.
Greetings.
Yeah, I do. So I know we're way off topic now, but I actually do have a jug that has like 8 a.m. drink this much, 9 a.m. drink this much, 10 a.m. drink this much, kind of, water bottle I haven't been using.
There. Wait, let me quickly grab it. My sister came home one day, and
yeah, these are the vibe moments, chat.
My sister came home one day from work,
yeah,
and she brought this big ass hydro flask for free, or like no charge, no nothing, and gave it to me.
I got a literal metal mug that will keep things frozen for like a day and a half.
Mm-hmm. I poured this water in like 2 to 3 days ago. It's still really cold.
Yes. How topic can this get challenged? Dude, if you've seen the past interviews, it tends to go off topic sometimes. But yeah, speaking of which, let's go ahead and get back to it. Enough about burnout. It's a very serious topic I wanted to talk about this time. Yeah. Because that's what I've been dealing with. If I haven't seen like myself the past few weeks, you know why. No way. Like, you see me seem very tired in these interviews. You know why.
You gotta get sleep, my guy.
Yeah, I've been working on that.
Drink water.
Yeah.
Screw the caffeine. Water. That's all you need.
Yeah, that caffeine, man.
I learned that the hard way.
All right, let's get back to it. Let's go on to question 7. All right, question number 7. Out of the VA work / directing work you've done, do you have any particular favorites?
Yes, obviously the Indie Cross compilation, without a doubt, in terms of directing.
Yeah.
That's like without a doubt. That's like the most fun and the most passion I put into one project it was amazing. I've met a lot of people. I got to work with a bunch of people that I could only dream of working, including people like Caesar Fever, Sticky BM, Juno songs, etc., etc. It was amazing. That, and in terms of VA work, I would say my character named Morus Noctis. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Not personally.
Okay. Well, basically, I don't know if you're aware, but my covers have this sort of like huge story that I'm telling, and there's this character which is basically like a corrupt, evil version of my character named Morus Noctis. I really love voicing him. He's really fun. He's a very he sounds pretty much like this, just with a bunch of effects and stuff.
I also do a little bit of VA work, but still amateur at it.
No?
Yeah.
You know what? I might be able to get you on the final project as like a cameo.
I got to help out with the midnight broadcast first, though.
Really?
The broadcast direct? Yeah, I've been helping out with them when I can.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I can say thanks to Zan for putting me on there. Zandiver.
That's cool.
First sounds like Batman without the effects. CJ.
Shut up, CJ.
I've been told I could do a pretty decent Joe Swanson impression now. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter, grab
That's
me, Fatty. Eugene, grab. You want to know what voice impression I can do perfectly, like on the spot?
Go for it.
Try guessing, first of all, which one I can do.
He gave me a hint. Is it FNF related?
It's not FNF related. It's an animal.
Cat.
Should I do it?
Yeah, go for it. We don't want to keep going forever. What? Angry Bird? Are you fucking kidding me? That's awesome. That's awesome. Aye. God, words of Ernie. Shut up, Darkiplier.
Oh, shut up, bro. Yeah, people keep calling Moros Darkiplier because he's pretty much the same.
But yeah, chat was saying Kenny L showed up earlier. I just now realized he follows me on Twitter.
Kenny L was here?
Yeah, he was here in the Twitter space. Yeah.
Oh shoot, that's awesome.
Yeah, I did. I honestly kind of forgot he follows me on Twitter.
Fun fact: I actually got Kenny L on my mod. They made the main menu theme.
Nice. Yeah, because I know Mammon was like, "What the hell?" He listened to the space.
That's cool. Awesome.
AG, do a Markiplier impression.
Let's go.
But yeah. Bird game's real. I am.
Bird games. Thank you.
Aye. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on to question number 8 then. Hey, Roman. Alright, question number 8. Out of the charts / content, I just realized I already put content creation there. Just ignore that. Out of the charts you've made, do you have any particular favorites?
Well, charts, not that many because admittedly I haven't really done that many charts, but I have done one chart, but it wasn't for a mod. It was actually for one of my Batatsus. And it wasn't a visible chart, but it was more so for like guidance for when I was animating the characters. And that would be the crossed out Batatsu. I had to fully rechart crossed out because the charting was, first of all, very terrible. And second of all, I changed up the vocals a little bit so that way they would, fit better and stuff like that. And so I had to rechart it so that way it would also fit the vocals. I would say I had a lot of fun working on that, but does this also count content or is it just charts?
You can do both. I don't mind.
All right. For content, again, compilation goes without saying. But other than that, hi Springy. Other than that, I would say the Unbeatable Batatsu was also really fun to work on.
I missed that song. Dude, I was so tired after playing all of Mario's Madness in one sitting. I actually did have some trouble with it. Dude, I did it all in one live stream sitting.
I played it literally the day of release, which was around 2 a.m. my time. And I just kept playing like for the entire thing. I saw Unbeatable. I saw it was 10 minutes long. I was like, you know what? No, fuck that. Come to find out next day, I see it all over Twitter. I'm like, what the fuck? Is it actually that good? And so I listened to it.
Yeah, it's very popular.
And I was like, oh my god.
And given the time of the release, I don't recall if I played it night 1, but I did know it was long. And that's not technically the longest stream I ever did. That would be doing all of Game Banana's Fourth Wall Jam mods in one sitting.
Oh shit!
8 hours of nothing but FNF mods.
Oh my god!
Dude, I was exhausted during that
I
session.
can tell. Dude, I was exhausted playing through the entirety of Imposter, and that was like 2 hours.
Dude, dude, dude,
fucking fall asleep.
Dude, I eventually was like, oh god, it's like 2 a.m. by the time I finished.
Guys, I'm gonna take a break and we'll play the last 2 months later.
Nah, I played all of them in one sitting. My fingers must have been broken. Nah, the only time my fingers have been broken from a mod was Havoc from Monster of Monsters.
For me, this isn't, and this is really random.
Yeah, go for it.
Bushwhack.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Back when it came out, definitely.
Yeah, it was really fast at charting and stuff like that. That and God Eater.
Yes. Dude, I haven't even played. Have you played the original Tricky?
Yes, of course.
I still haven't.
Really?
Around the time I got into the community, it just released, and I wasn't really kind of, you know,
wait, the
warmed
full
up.
Tricky mod or the
full ass mod? Yes, the full ass Tricky mod. Yeah. I didn't play that because I knew I wasn't ready for it. I was still getting warmed up, and now people consider me a sort of mod breaker.
Really?
Because I do play tests for mods like Door, FNF Door, and other stuff now.
Oh shit, that's cool.
As they're cooking, I'll tell you that much. But you know,
Awesome.
AG, did you play Bald Grew yet? I still haven't played it myself.
I haven't heard of it yet.
Bald Grew? I've heard of it.
What's it about?
You have to watch it. I'm not gonna spoil it. Okay,
Right.
Analog. I actually interviewed Analog Funkin.
Really?
Yeah, very recently actually.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot.
You were there, yeah.
I watched the thing. I'm stupid.
Guess you could say I'm a game breaker. Yeah, shut up. Dude, I break games on all my live streams. What are you talking about? The Gorefield man.
From the joke.
Okay. All right. Anything else for question 8?
Nope, not really.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Question number 9.
Hit me.
If/when you leave the community, what will you do? Like future plans outside of the community? I know you brought this up earlier, so I didn't want to say anything. I just said like, hey, wait. Yeah, no.
No worries. Yeah, I do have a bunch of plans for after I leave the community, after I finish my final Batatsu project. I want to pursue my content creation dream. I want to see if like what works, what niche works. I have a bunch of different video ideas planned in terms of original music, some vocal covers of different songs, original songs. I also plan on creating my own video game, my own webcomic as well. It's gonna be really awesome. But also I plan on doing some like video essays in a way for like certain projects, certain YouTubers, etc., etc.
I tried doing
I would
videos.
also say like it's pretty awesome, honestly. If you script it well, if you edit it well, it's pretty cool.
I've tried to do a video essay about a game franchise I'm passionate about outside of FNF. Despite what people know me for, I play more than just FNF.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's weird. You know, comics mentioned. But yeah.
But yeah, that, and I also plan on pursuing some like gaming content in a way, and just some live streams in general.
Well, if you ever want me to join in, man, bring me up. I'm down.
Of course, yeah.
Dude, I'm planning on playing Repo Monday. I can tell you, I can say that much.
On Monday.
Yeah, Monday night. Well, my
I'll see
time.
if I can hop
Monday. All right. It should be fun. I don't know any. I'm going in blind mostly, like I usually do. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. All right. So, anything else you'd like to share for question number 9? All right. Move on to number 10.
This will be history.
Yep. Question number 10. Have you made any good friends in the community?
A lot, like a bunch. I can't really name any specific ones because I don't want to seem like I'm picking favorites.
Yeah,
but
I get that.
I did meet one who is arguably one of my best friends ever, and that would be Saucy PX. He's one of my best friends. Have you heard of him?
Yeah, chat was mentioning they were guessing during your live stream announcement of the letter, and they said Saucy. I gotta be honest, I have never heard of Saucy. The beta CDU community, I don't know much about personally. Because I try to go into mods blind, and I don't want to be spoiled by songs or character designs and all that. Then again,
That's fair.
Twitter does that fair enough.
Well, if you're ever looking for like suggestions and stuff like that, I would definitely suggest Saucy PX. He's an amazing creator. In my opinion, he's a lot more better in cover creation than me. We met through a live stream that I was doing on Twitch. I was playing Minecraft, and he was in my live chat. We were just talking. We were just regular like streamer to
Hanging out, yeah.
viewer relationship.
That's my favorite part about streaming. You can really just have a normal conversation sometimes.
Yeah.
Just have a fun time.
And then one time I saw him. He was in BC with another person, and so I joined that VC. We talked a little bit, and I saw, oh cool, he made a new server. So I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna like hop in and like surprise everyone. And little did I know that I would spend afterwards every waking day in the VCs that would happen in the server, and it would lead to me and Saucy's relationship, friendship growing even stronger and stronger every single day. It led to us making our our most ambitious, arguably the most ambitious collab in Batatsu collab in 2024, which was me and him doing Fatality Invasion mix, which was super fun to work on. And overall, he's very talented, he's very funny, and overall an amazing friend to have. But other than that, I've made a huge amount of friends that I can only dream of making as well.
Same here, honestly. I've been in the community for a while, but only recently has things sort of made, connections were being made. Like, like I talked about Zandiver, but technically I met LeMayo first, and I met Zandiver, and we're basically good friends at this point.
That's awesome. Like, if I were to sit here and name every single person that I had met in this community that I really cherish the most, I would be here for 10 hours.
Nikki said, and they made out happily ever after.
How did you know that?
Chat's guessing it's gonna be Saucy next. I will burst your bubble here. I don't think he sent a request, sadly. But if you'd like to, just direct him to the Twitter account. There's this Google Doc form, and it's up to random chance. It's just pure coincidence that CJ got an interview and then you got an interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Also, just want to mention, I saw you almost spit out your root beer when I made that joke.
Yeah, I'm looking at the response numbers right now. We have 98 responses, so it's not going down the list. It's random number generator now to keep things fair.
That's cool.
Live in your walls. Good luck. It's pure dirt because I'm in a basement.
Damn.
Yep, got that natural noise suppression. Works good.
Let the bedbugs bite.
That's actually an entirely possibility, knowing how basements work. But no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm not even joking there, but I wish I were. But yeah, we're good.
Are you?
But nah, but yeah, we're good. All right, let's move on to question 11. Get away from that combo. All right, do you have any inspirations for your work, if it wasn't already answered?
Yes, definitely. So this whole Batatsu thing, I actually started because of one. Well, I started it because of a bunch of inspirations, but one like main inspiration that I've had that I've mentioned a lot in my entire career is a completely different cover creator at that time named Snow the Fox. They did they used.
I know Snow actually.
Yeah, I know. You told me about you.
Yeah. Blue Pen Drive.
Yeah. But yeah, Snow used to do covers back then, and I saw his work and I was so amazed by the creativity that you can add within Batatsus, because I was back then used to just gameplay and coded Batatsus. I've never seen any animated or static PNG Batatsus that would look so cool. And so I was like, you know what? I think I could do that. And so I made one Batatsu. I was going to be originally a one-off. And then I saw how huge it got, within the span of one day. And I saw how easy it was. So I just decided to make it more and more. And then the rest is history. And I'm really proud to say that this is a exclusive little sneak peek to one of the announcements that are going to be in the Indie Direct. I do have a possible, not guaranteed, but possible collab with him planned sometime this year, which is going to be very, very awesome.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, Snow is one of my main inspirations, and I wouldn't be here without him. So if Snow is if in some sort of way, shape, or form watching this, thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
AG origin story. Yep, it sounds like it.
You see, I found a fox. He raised me, I raised him. We good.
Yeah, I still remember when I broke a Blue Pen Drive in front of him 15 times. games.
Really?
Yeah, he let me play test it. That's kind of what got me started. That's kind of what got me started in playtesting mods, actually.
Really?
Yeah. After that, I helped out with
Snow is kind
blocking
of an
myths,
inspiration for
doors.
both of us.
Yeah, he's a chill guy. We played Warframe together as well.
We got a dub together, me, him, and Saucy on Fortnite.
I haven't talked to him in a while, which
I still
yeah.
talk to him from time to time.
Yeah, I try to reach out again, but then the conversation like should I not? I don't know. Outside of streaming, I am a massive freaking introvert.
Same. Like
I get nervous to catch up to people I haven't talked to in a while, so I feel guilty.
Yeah. Like sometimes I feel really like nervous to reach out to people. To this day, even though me and Snow have grown actually pretty close in terms of our friendship and stuff like that, to this day I'm actually still very nervous to reach out to them.
But yeah, I tried reaching out to him recently, but I don't think he. But yeah, no harm done to me anyway. Good guy. But yeah, he said I feel like he has a sort of vengeance against me since I broke his mod so many times.
Is that the reason why y'all don't talk anymore?
He said thanks, but the next time he says, "Oh, I bet you're not gonna break this one." I said, "Challenge
because
accepted."
You broke my mod, okay?
Challenge accepted. Breaks knuckles. It doesn't work. It broke him like several times. I did end up finding one break, but he has improved massively since. So I could help out with that. But I still think he has a grudge. I don't blame him. But yeah. If he ends up seeing this, like, dude, let's connect again, man. It's been a while. Play some more Warframe when we get a chance. Yeah. Alrighty, let's go move on to number 12.
Do this.
Question 12. How has your outlook on the modding community changed over the course of your work?
Honestly,
Like from when you began to how now it is.
Yeah. So the way it began in 2021, of course, like the early modding was very fun. Obviously, it was really cool. Every mod was so hyped to see.
The bar was not really set that high. Anyone can make a mod. Well, it was like it's like the Avatar, and then the Fire Nation attacked.
Like it was literally a fucking recolor of Boyfriend, and that would still be super cool. Like
it still got very popular in Game Banana.
And then the EXE mod dropped, and then standards were raised extremely high. Yep. And then the Indie Cross dropped, and they were raised even higher.
The bar gets ever greater.
It got higher and higher, and then Mario's Madness just broke the standard thing.
Oh, my dog wants to say hi on stream. Come on.
Hello, dog.
Come on, bud. Come out. Freak's sake. Bud, did you just break my headphones? Hold on. Oh, we're good. We're good. Come on. Let me say hi.
Hello, dog.
Yeah, I have a golden retriever.
What's his name?
Link.
Link.
It's Lincoln, but we just call him Link.
Hell yeah, Link. That's funny.
Yeah, weird. That's a weird looking cat. Yeah, tell me about it.
Is he weird looking cat? Is he an exquisite little gentleman?
Yeah. He can also be a 90-pound goober.
Type shit.
Yeah, no kidding. I posted a thing on my main account recently. I was doing a Daffy Duck impression, and he was like,
yeah,
you know, what are you doing? Are you okay? Yeah, that sort of thing. Why is that horse so small? Tell me about it, man. He's 90 pounds. He won't stop eating. Yeah, he's a water buffalo, too. But anyway, we're off topic.
But yeah, back then, obviously, the standards were low. They were amazing. But nowadays, I'm kind of nervous to admit this. But nowadays, I just look at FNF mods as a way to see like, oh, maybe I could use this asset in this part of the cover or this part in this asset. I just sometimes look at mod, not entirely, of course. I also play the mod for the sake of playing the mod, but sometimes I look at the stuff in the mod as like an opportunity to use them in some sort of way in my future Batatsias, and yeah. That said, I still look forward to any like really good
big mods,
of course.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a number of them. I actually did a post recently where I was just, made a post saying like, hey, what are you excited for the base game update? What are you excited for mods? What mods are you excited for this one? What mods are you most excited for? Or
most?
Yeah, base.
the one I'm excited for the most is fucking Freddy's.
Yes, I
think that one is going to break.
I have a
the
friend
game
that's
when
in
it
that Discord, so
yeah,
that'd be fun when it comes out, man. Oh yeah, tomorrow night there's actually a streamer build I'm allowed to, stream. Tomorrow.
What?
No, not for that. Not for that. My bad. I should have prefaced. It's a mod it's a mod that was supposedly canned 2 years ago.
Oh shit!
It's a revision. That's your only hint. Yeah, that's tomorrow.
It's at the tip of my tongue. I don't know what it is.
It's an EXE. That's your second hint. Which I don't have a problem with the
EXE.
Not that I wish, honestly. I wish that'd come back, but without all the drama and bullshit.
We don't need that.
Yeah, we don't need drama. Get that crap
It should
out
have
of
stopped
here.
at V2.
It really should. Details. Can't be a fly on the wall for everything. You know how small that narrows it down? Literally one of the words is revision. Not EX Eternal, I wish. But, yeah. That's the only hints you're getting. How can AG swear and not Hunter? I can say f***. Mr. Crimson Morning? Nah, not that. It has revision as the third word.
Versus Zardy.
I wish, man.
Yeah,
yeah, same. Swanky Box, I think, is making it in the second game.
Yeah, he is. I'm excited.
All right, time for number 13 then. Do you have any thoughts on the community's reaction to your work?
Yes, definitely. I always look forward to. You mean like how the community reacts to my stuff?
Yeah, exactly. Content. Your content creation.
I always look forward to people giving their thoughts and giving their reactions to my stuff. That's why every time recently, like ever since I created AGCovers, I started making every single video a premiere because I always look forward to reading the chat, like go at a bazillion marks and have them all get hyped up about the stuff that I'm producing. And I also love joining VCs in my server as a watch party to see them all scream and like get hella hyped when they see their favorite.
Dude, that's the most rewarding part.
Like, honestly, it's such a good feeling, and especially for the compilation as well. Like, I'm sorry I keep talking about it, but like, it was such a really amazing event to be part of. Like, watch everyone get so hyped because they've released a project that I've been working on for over the course of a year, and everyone watched me work on it. And to see everyone get so hyped, to see everyone's reaction, record their reactions, stream their reactions, especially from Mayauser as well. Like to get to the point where he would rank one of my Batatsies and I would be one of the like champions. Like, dude, it was mind-blowing, and I always encourage people to record their reactions, comment. I read every single comment every single day. That's like the first thing I do whenever.
That's the first thing. That's the most rewarding part, is the feedback and the reaction for everything.
Like, sometimes I think to myself, what the hell am I doing? Like, what am I could be doing something so much better than this. Every day, man.
I'm never satisfied. I want to do more.
Yeah. I'm never satisfied with myself as well. I always think, oh,
yes,
I could have done that better.
Finally, someone gets it.
Especially with mispronunciations of a word that I only realized after I posted the video, which is the most annoying thing ever.
That's like a typo on Twitter. You get called out for that shit every time.
In the credits section of the compilation, I wrote, instead of Chibi Sprinkle as girlfriend, instead of writing girlfriend, I wrote girlfriend.
Bro, I actually interviewed Chibi a long time ago there as well.
I saw it. It was really fun.
That was a fun time. Yeah, she still pops in on the Discord, actually. She's doing all right, though.
Yeah, that's cool. I actually talked to her earlier today. I saw her Vinland Saga video.
Yeah, I heard.
By, like, the bridge. I heard the opening that she was that she made, like, with her boyfriend. It was so fucking cool.
Yes.
I was listening to it right before you called me, actually. But yeah, I always think to myself, what the hell am I doing? Like, why should I be doing this? I should like stop. There's no reason to. Then you look at the comments and I realize.
Yep. Same brain.
Compare yourself to 3 years ago and right now.
Yep. If you cringe at your old content, that means you've grown. Like, frick's sake, man. Like, I got content from like 10 years ago, like freaking Minecraft shit. Yeah, I don't look at it anymore. Like, freaking Bandicam, dude, what the hell were you thinking?
Oh yeah, I'm not feeling alright, especially with my old potats. This is only something that my OG viewers will know. Hero.
Maybe he's starting to become a general VA, which is cool to see. I agree. For
Yeah,
Spanish
awesome.
too. Tanner Cano, shut up. There's not gonna be a Spanish 3 video. Shut up. I hate that inside joke.
But yeah, for context for the hero thing, back when I first designed my Sona, I had him wear a hoodie, and the word hero was on there, and I drew that Sona, so it was really, really fucking bad. It was back in
start
like, the
somewhere.
notes. At one point, it was just a head. It was just an icon.
Yeah. Technically, we have a account mascot. I'm still working with Schultz NG on Twitter to make a new PFP for the account. I've already posted it. His name's Ivan.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, I talked to them. Different friend of mine named 60. They always talk about them. They're like a sprite artist. They're artists in general. They're really cool.
Yeah, they did really well on Ivan, but you know, I think LZ was working on a thing for that, but I don't think they ever finished it.
Yeah.
Oh well, I think they're on the request. Anyway, any other thoughts about the reaction stuff? You know, to your work.
Yeah, honestly, like, shut the hell. Yeah, that's my reaction.
Shut up, phone.
Putting the hell up. But yeah, overall, I always look forward to people giving their reactions.
The reaction
like,
is the most rewarding part for everybody.
Yeah, I always look forward to that.
And waiting for the stream to start and chatting with them. I try, but I'm always busy down to the wire sometimes. ADHD brain go burr most of the time.
Building up the hype is always my favorite part.
Yeah, I'm not the best at building up hype, honestly, aside from this account, I guess. You know.
Honestly, it's all a matter of like posting trailers.
Yeah, I'm trying to
redirecting them
post.
to your stream.
I'm trying to post stuff earlier than just like hours before they begin. Some people have
Always make
noticed.
sure that 30 minutes before the stream or before an interview begins, that you ping everyone in your server and on Twitter and stuff like that that the stream is beginning, so that we can build up hype.
Yeah, true. The ADHD is like I forgot. Shit. I agree. Yeah, man. All right, yeah. Comments and all that. That's what keeps the creators going, man. That's what they look forward to seeing. That keeps them going. Like, why am I still doing this? That changes. That
plus like the amount of like views that my videos get. At the end of the day, it's just numbers. But sometimes numbers can mean a lot and can show a lot as to like how rewarding some of your stuff can be actually.
Kind of why I kept going with FNF content, since everything else was like 5, 10, 25 at the end of the. And streams on YouTube are a bit weird when it comes to the algorithm. They've actually said it's slightly differently, because they can't give you how base videos work. It's based on watch time, and the more watch time it gets, the more it gets pushed out. But with a live stream, you can't predict that sort of thing. It has its own algorithm. That's the weird part.
Confusing.
Premieres are slightly similar to live streams, from what I was told, but not by much.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if the video, even if the premiere turns into like a video, is it still the same? Or?
Basically, when it's live, it uses the streaming algorithm. When it's done processing, uploading as its own video, where you can see stats and all that, it goes into the video algorithm.
Ah, okay.
There's a reason I do separate streams, even on Twitch, so each one has its own shot at the algorithm. Thanks for the sub, Omega Studios. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next question. Yeah, that stuff I've been doing this stuff for 4 years, and this is the closest that things have actually been moving.
If we're counting all my channels, I've been doing this for 6 years.
Dude. But yeah, I mainly stream. Video editing is not really my thing. Anyway, question number 14. Thoughts about do you have any thoughts about the EXC trend in the community?
The EXC trend?
Yeah, because EXC trends, people either love or hate the EXC community.
Oh. Honestly, like I like it, but sometimes it can be a little bit overdone.
I agree.
I don't have any problems with EXCs. I have problems with the community itself, because it can be really unstable. I'm not talking about the FNF community. I'm talking about the EXC community.
The EXC community is known to have some questionable characters.
That's
like legit as a creator and OC alike. I'm not gonna mention any
They could be
heroes.
very creative in terms of like appearance, backstory, and writing, and execution, of course. And that's what I always look forward to see people thrive with their creations and stuff like that, and get them out in like different projects and stuff. That's the main thing I look forward to the most. But when it gets to the point where that's the only fucking thing that actually gets popular and gets like views in the community,
Yeah, it still goes.
what
It still works
really
that way.
enrages me.
Because
Like, and then people keep talking about, oh, where are OC mods? And then it
I
gets
was literally
forced
just
out
about to
because
mention
people-
that. Same brain.
Like, dude.
Dude, I try to play some OC mods, but not. I don't. I usually do recommendations only on my channel. Well, mainly from my main Discord. I go down I made like Discord forums where it just has like a new post, chat room with that. Yeah, I have an endless amount of mods I can play, even if they are like years old at this point. They can do revisits and try to reach out to the devs. That's what I was doing a few months ago. But let's just say the Hypnos Lullaby devs weren't exactly eager to speak.
Yeah.
I had to download 4 different versions just to finish it. But yeah, details. Yeah, Triple Trouble hits with Eggman. Dude, Triple Trouble is still my favorite FNF song.
Dude, the hype for Triple Trouble back then was amazing.
My favorite part has got to be the slowdown in Knuckles and it speeds back up. Like, let's get this moving again. That's the part that sticks in my mind. The creativity.
Was I the only one who thought that? Was I? Was I the only one who thought that Endless, back when it first released, was actually Endless?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Triple Trouble is the OG. It's still my favorite FNF song. And then there's too many troubles, like the 27-minute version. Yeah, that's a fun time.
And then there's the 2-hour version.
Yeah, I didn't play that one for obvious reasons.
I wonder why.
Yeah, probably like freaking 10,000 notes or something. I don't know.
But guys, I'll make up a tattoo of it if I reach 5 million.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I can go on for hours with the EXE trend, but in general, the EXE community has a lot of creativity to bring to the FNF community. It did when it first, came out with Sonic the EXE. Ever since then, I feel like the main community kind of got affected by the EXE in some way, negativity-wise. But I'm just thinking.
It's like a box of Lucky Charms. You can get like really good pieces, but it's mostly filled with garbage.
Yeah, usually. But there are some actually generally good people in the community. There always is. There's always going to be bad apples in every community. You just got to keep an eye out for signs of people acting kind of suspicious.
There's always a shinier apple in the apple basket.
Exactly. Your thoughts on Athos mods? Funnily enough, I actually interviewed Boing Bingus. He made a Athos mod stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I interviewed them maybe like 2.5 weeks ago. I was warned by some people, be careful who you interact with in the Athos community. I get that. But I just wanted to ask questions since I never actually went into the Athos community myself. Nominal Bingus? No. Boing Bingus. He directs Irida. Yeah, he's the one who directs Irida.
The only thing, Irida, I'm actually kind of excited for that.
Yeah, same.
The only like bad thing that I've seen from Athos was, have you seen that one Twitter clip of that kid who held up a Todoroki plushie and they had like a birthmark on their eye?
God, don't remind me of that, dude. Why did you bring the kid into a mod?
The Athos thing, like, dude.
The kid wasn't even part of the thing. They shouldn't have been brought into it, dude.
It shouldn't have.
That's fucked up. Now, if it was an adult, that'd be a different question. It's a freaking kid. You don't do that.
At the end of the day, just don't fucking do it. It's so annoying.
I don't think they gave a shit. I didn't keep up the story because I said, no, I'm not infecting my timeline with more of that stuff.
You give the FNF community a bad reputation. And it's because of people like you. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, the community as itself, well, you know how YouTube self-polices like the copyright system? Community needs to kind of lightheartedly self-police its own, posts and creations. Use your brain for half a second. If it brings kids into, if it's little kids in your faces and all that, don't do that shit. It's common sense, people.
That's what people in this community fucking lack. It's common sense and thinking before acting.
Maturity as well, honestly.
That too.
Yeah,
I
a number of people I've interviewed have mentioned that.
Who are actually mature.
It's hard to find. And then there's the people being wacky just for the sake of being wacky. but don't really bring much to the table. There are some people like that. I'm not gonna name names at all. This is all at the end of the day. All this stuff is for fun, but people take it way too seriously. People take things too serious in the community. Yes, but when it needs to be called out, it needs to be called out. But the kid enjoyed Todoroki plush. Agreed. Common sense is growing slowly growing rarer. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost been 5 years, and common sense is so rare in the FNF space. Agreed. It went out the window a long time ago. We need to start.
Yeah.
But you know
how it started happening. Was it because of? Is it really because of a certain Bob and Bosa creator?
I wouldn't be surprised. You know, fun fact, I was actually going to stream that mod literally until like the day of the big expose. Like I had some people like pinging me nonstop, like, dude, don't do this, don't do this. And thanks again. I forget who pinged me years ago about that.
I was actually planning on playing it on that day. I went to the page. I wanted to download it. I see the page is taken down. I'm like, what the fuck? I checked Twitter. Oh my god.
I still have it downloaded in a file deep in my PC. I just don't remember where it is. I don't remember where it is the thing. And I don't know if CC Cleaner probably got rid of it, but I'm not sure.
Listen, as bad as the person actually is, like the person that we're talking about right now,
yeah,
you gotta admit, you gotta give him respect for the fact that he actually left the internet when
that's what I was gonna say next. Yes, but yeah,
because people say, "Oh, I'm gonna leave the internet," and then they come back as a completely different.
We're talking about the community as a whole right now. We're a little bit off topic, but I want to keep seeing more of this.
Honestly, we're just having a good time.
Yeah, we're just yapping. We're having fun. Talk shop, community wise. That's another word.
Can you give me 2 seconds? I need to close my window real quick.
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks.
But yeah, I will say this much. I'm gonna wait for him to say this. Actually, I mean, the mod is technically a virus to some degree. Yeah, technically, yeah. But
all right, back.
All right, yeah. One thing I was gonna say is another thing I've noticed is that whenever someone gets called out, if they're part of a mod group, the entire group gets outed as well. Separate art from artists. Yeah, Hero Snack says hi, AG.
Hello, Hero Snacks.
You know, like Ardolph made Split, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
The EX. Yeah. I actually enjoyed that song.
I like that song to this
It's a good song. It's just the mod it's associated with got a little bit tainted.
Just change the chromatic, change the character who's actually singing it, but the instrumental was actually fire.
Yes,
I love it.
It was great. That's the sad thing. The voice crack. Shut up, Tanner. One bad apple sadly spoils the barrel. Yeah,
sadly.
It takes 1% to ruin it for the 99%, is what my people at my job say. Because
wait, that's actually a really good quote. Wow.
1% ruins the 99%. All it takes is one person to ruin everything. Yeah. I mean, there were some cases where only a single person mod gets outed and nobody else. There are cases, yes, but it's not exclusive, I guess you could.
That's when people actually grow a brain and they realize, wait, it's just one person who's actually associated, not everyone. That's
why, hear both sides before you do a tweet or, emotionally enraged post.
That's otherwise, what people lag.
Yeah, everybody does. I had some trouble myself with, Blocky Myths, the 1.5 update that came out a few months ago. I've been playtesting that mod for ages, and I thought it was really good. But apparently people really hated the changes they made with the update. Like, dude, this ain't a AAA game. Relax. It wasn't even constructive criticism. Like, this sucks. Okay, how does this suck? No response. Blocked.
Dude, you can't just comment like some worthless shit that doesn't even have anything.
Yeah, people put their time, money, they put their own time, their own money into a lot of stuff, dude. They're doing this for free. Strange, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. They want to share what they can make in the community, man. Like, jeez.
People gotta start fucking thinking before actually saying something.
Think about what it implies, if it'll affect anybody.
Think about how it will affect the person.
Yeah, even what you say as a creator can affect the community as well. Like there's a reason FNF positivity existed and it blew up overnight because people wanted it. Yeah. They wanted it, man. Big time. But days FNF, that was not helpful either. The one that's counting up the days. Yeah, that wasn't helpful either. I think that might have
Thank God
started
it's
a lot
gone.
of stuff. Yeah, thank God.
Apparently
Free,
they're trying
not
to
too
bring it
expensive. I
back
can't
again.
cancel this, people. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, I actually made a post. You know, the reason why I made the freaking interview account was to call out this sort of thing.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. Let me grab the post. Actually, made it like literally the month before, like earlier in the month before making this account. Let me find it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting rid of Twitter Blue in my main account. Don't worry. The only reason I got it is because of how many typos I make. But I've actually got a lot more. You know, the ADHD's calmed down a lot more recently, so I'm gonna get rid of it.
Ah.
Oh, it's my bookmarks. But yeah, I made a long ass post about how the beginning of this year, January, was like a nightmare. Like, it's like people getting outed left and right.
It's chaos.
It's just insane chaos.
It was like a plague spreading.
Yes, exactly. That post, come on.
The PP, the pedophile.
Dude, that's not.
I'm sorry.
It was the post that said, "Dear FNF community."
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Here it is. I found it. I'll show it on the YouTube side, and I'll grab the link. Yeah. I can just change to my delegate. But yeah, this post right here, dear FNF modding community, the community's hosed at the moment. Negativity is nonstop right now for those in this for the long haul. Take care of yourselves at the end of the day. Take breaks if you wish to keep going. Log off Twitter for a bit. Don't doom scroll your motivation away from nonsense comments. Spend time with your fellow devs. Focus on the fun creating these things, not the reaction of the shitty side of the internet.
Yep.
Like, I was pissed beyond belief making this one. Just like how everyone.
Yeah.
This is my favorite quote I've made. It's kind of a running gag now. Just like how everyone has an ass, everyone has an opinion. But in the end, that's what it is. It's just that, an opinion, not a fact. You don't owe anyone a mod.
Exactly.
Made so many friends in the community, seeing it kind of burning out at the moment is saddening. So focus on the fun things, tune out the internet. There's no positivity. If there's no positivity or actual criticism. Lastly, if you post a mod, make sure you're happy with it, regardless of what others think. Yeah, that was back in January 7th. Like, I was furious.
See, if only people were actually to listen to that advice.
Yeah, it got a lot of traction, actually. Probably my best.
But
yeah.
Clearly not enough, because people can't just seem to pull their head out of their asses.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes out if I'm not focused. Anyway, let's get back to the questions. We went way off rail there,
Yeah,
but
no worries.
I think we got
No
mostly
worries.
charged there.
We're having a good time. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, this sort of thing, where we're just doing, that might happen during the summer event I want to plan, where we get a bunch of creators together. So
I'm excited, honestly.
That's kind of what I want to do. That's what we just did. That sort of thing. Talk about the community. You know. But yeah. Anyway, question number 15. Anytime I say 15, I think of Burger King foot lettuce.
The last thing you want.
ADHD. Shut up. All right. Do you have any upcoming projects you'd like to share?
Yes, I do have some I'm sorry. Yes, definitely. So first of all, the AG Direct, it's getting its second debut. I've done an AG Direct in the past. For those who don't know, an AG Direct is basically the same as the Nintendo Direct, but instead it focuses more so on the projects that I plan on making for my channel. In there, I'm going to be announcing a bunch of different things, from my own mod that I'm working on, the final mega compilation. I actually put up a poll, and I let people decide how the entire Batatsu thing is going to end. I'm going to be revealing the winner of that. There's also going to be a dedicated segment for other creators to like show off their own thing, show off their own personal projects, just to give love to the community. And overall, it's going to be a really cool event. So I would recommend you check it out. If everything goes well, I'm not going to set a specific deadline, because
never do that.
Yeah, people in my community should know something about me and deadlines.
The compilation was supposed to release last summer. It
Yeah.
released a month ago.
Be patient, everybody. Let him cook.
But yeah, this is not me like confirming a release date, but if everything goes well, it should release on March 30th. Or earlier, who knows?
You never know.
That I have the Nihility Patatsi, which will release a day after the AG Direct. The final Mega compilation, of course, which I can't really say anything about. And overall, I would say look out for some like unique videos outside of the FNF community. I would say like live streams more frequently, some video essays maybe here and there, some funny Discord moments as well. I have like a whole folder of a bunch of clips of like VCs that are just way too
Just
good
go crazy.
to keep private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I did it. I did the same. I do the same thing, honestly.
I have like.
I mean,
do you know how much gigabytes are taking up all the clips?
Too many. Probably a whole terabyte. Oh, I think I have enough for a whole freaking terabyte.
Dude, 200 gigabytes in like one.
And they're like small
1
clips of
terabyte.
just random moments in my Discord VCs when
They're all
I'm not
45
streaming.
seconds on.
You made a whole thread about
But
it,
yeah.
AG, is what Zencow said.
Yeah, but it was only like not even 1% of like the clips that I have. It wasn't even the funniest
yeah.
moments either. I just grabbed some random ass clips that I was scrolling through.
Yeah, if
but yeah,
anyone if anyone wants to take clips of the stream or Twitter space, send it to me. I want to do a compilation later this year. So any of the out of nowhere questions.
Hunter funny clips, Batatsu mega complex.
Yeah.
But yeah, outside of that, I also plan on doing my own podcast. But instead of like anything FNF related, I plan on giving you like some tips and overall like tips and tricks and talking about in general editing, everything that has to do with editing, giving tricks and stuff like that. Answering questions live, bringing other editors onto the thing. I plan on bringing some really popular creators as well outside of the community as well. They're pretty good at editing. Giving some overall tips, learning from them, and overall having people get better at editing and stuff.
Yeah, I don't really have a time to even edit, honestly.
That plus
yeah.
I also might I'm not entirely sure, but I might start a an editing course where you get to learn how to make a Batatsu, like from step 1 all the way to the final step.
Cool beans, man. Cool beans.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
There's always time for the future.
Other than that though, I don't think I have anything else. I think that was my wife. Hello, wife.
He's like, shut up, phone.
I have a different notification. I
different sound effect. Okay. Yeah, never mind. You get killed if you said that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say shut up to my wife. Do you want me to get slapped? But anyways,
Wife
other than that, I
notification.
don't think I really have any other projects. I think everything else is going to be announced in the AG Direct, and I don't really want to spoil the surprise. So yeah, just look out for the AG Direct mostly.
Well, the microphone just spiked on Twitter. That's weird. Alrighty, let's get on to the last question, and we'll open up the Q&A for about how long he wants to answer questions. And if you're on the Twitter space, you can request to be brought up for your question, but that's completely up to AG if they want to bring you up for your vocal question. But yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'm done.
All right, let's go on to the last question. Question 16. Do you have hobbies outside of this community?
Yes, definitely. I've been recently getting into drawing. I have a whole notebook sitting right next to me that I've been doodling some random anime sketches of. I also have been hopping on the website Magma, which is a like co-op drawing website. I've been drawing on there with my girlfriend. It's been pretty fun, honestly. That I've been also getting into playing the guitar recently. I'm still a complete noob at it, but
I actually have a guitar behind the green screen that I brought out like one time. I haven't had time to play
I can
it.
literally see it at the back over here. But I bought it. I've originally gotten it since 2020. Ever since then, it's just been collecting dust, and I decided, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna quickly pull it down and just gonna play some riffs, try to see if I can learn anything. I do that. I play video games, of course. I mostly play Fortnite, Minecraft, Roblox.
Main 3.
In school, I play Angry Birds and Block Blast.
Who hasn't played Angry Birds at this point?
Of course. I mean, come on. Other than that, I also like to read I like to read a bunch of like stories and stuff like that. I like to invest myself in stories. Of course, out of all hobbies, I love to edit. I love to create stuff. And other than that, just hang out with friends, of course.
Yeah, I get the editing part, whenever you have a good idea and all that, but anytime I go into editing mode, like, dude, I have no time for myself.
Sometimes whenever I go to school, I listen to like a song, and I listen to a song that I want to do a Batatsi of one day, and I just come up with ideas on my way to school and on my way back from school. And I come back home and I'm like, okay, I need to sit down. I need to edit this immediately before I ever forget the idea.
Yeah, the inspiration for this question was that a lot of people have been asking, why don't you show that people do things outside of this community, since you'd be surprised if people think they only do FNF. That's it.
Hey guys, fun fact.
We're human.
I have a life outside of Batatsus. I'm not a machine.
Yeah.
I do stuff outside of the FNF.
Mainly Twitter. I know that YouTube and Twitch usually understand that, but Twitter, no, not 95% of
Twitter doesn't understand anything, my guy.
You have a life? That's fucking weird because you're on Twitter. Yeah, that's their. But yeah, I think that's
You
the
have
end
a
of
life? That's cringe. Ew. Cooties.
And no one can say that to me because, yeah, I don't.
One day, my guy.
That's if I find someone I can trust enough anymore. Yeah, man. Long story, live streaming, cheating. There's your thing. That's your explanation. During the live.
Open QNA?
Yeah. Let's get away from that. That was years ago, though. That was years ago, though.
Oh, okay.
Bullying that Mario's Madness devs had to endure is crazy. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically it. All right, time for the open Q&A. And I actually made a animation for this. You know the saying, got milk? Got questions?
He's been memeing this right before we started the stream. He's been talking about it like a lot of times.
Yeah, I dude, you know. AG, what do you think about the great delegated tetrahedrons and the Coldstone Steve Austin Oz?
What do you think about great stellated dodecahedrons? I think that's it. Let's move on to the next question.
I think. So see here. No one tell them I'm one of the people who post memes when that drama happened. Yeah, Nikki was posting like we've been in this VC for like an hour and a half almost, actually.
It's fine.
Nikki brings up a good point. FNF creator not making the worst decision challenge impossible. Yeah.
I already failed that challenge. I have stuff that I've done that I'm really scared of getting out. Which, by the way, I actually want to bring up. I've done stuff, of course, that I'm completely scared of getting like out about. But here's the thing: people are gonna say if that shit ever happened. Well, when? Let's be honest.
It's not a matter of if; it's a matter of when.
Yeah, because at some point, someone's bubble is gonna burst, and they're going to out me.
Out you, even if it's not actually what happened. Well, context is something the internet has lost a long time ago.
The reason why I don't bring that up publicly is because like the stuff that I've done is because I'm never going to randomly sit here and go, hey guys, I've done this and that, I hope you can forgive me, because it will only start a fire. I would rather someone else starts the fire, so that way I can come in and put down the smoke. Whether or not this is a good mindset to have, I don't know, but it's my mindset, because I don't want to start fire for no reason. I want to put out the fire.
Work behind the scenes as for reparations.
Yeah.
Fix it before it comes out with people that you trust. That's my advice.
To those that I have in some sort of way like harmed, hurt, made you uncomfortable, any of that, I'm really sorry. But please tell me right now in DMs if you really want to. I'll immediately stop anything I'm doing. But either way, completely sorry.
There are ways to mitigate that sort of stuff if you communicate. That's the biggest thing. I'm freaking autistic, my guy. Communication is kind of my sore spot. Even I realize that.
It's worse not only for me, but also for the person who's getting outed, who's outing me. Because then there's going to be people who are going to be like, no, go fuck yourself. How dare you speak that way to him? I don't want that.
And then there's the fans of you know like the $1 billion company meme. People,
Yeah.
people will fight for their content creators and all that. Don't do that, man. If I'll say this right now, if I make a massive fuck up, don't defend me on it. I need to own that shit.
Same. Don't defend me on it, but at
But
least
if you
allow
like,
me
if you like to communicate
apologize and
about it,
explain.
yeah. Sorry.
No, good.
But yeah, if I ever fuck up, talk to me about it. Dude, we don't need to make, we don't need to bring petty drama on the internet.
Exactly.
If it can be
That's the thing.
resolved privately without affecting the rest of the community or give the community a bad name, do it that way.
There's no
Simple as
reason
that.
to. If it can be resolved privately, just fucking talk to me.
Exactly.
Bringing it up publicly is gonna make the community worse. It's gonna make both communities and both sides of this situation
Yeah.
worse. It can be resolved publicly by just speaking.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if you ever want to announce like, hey, we made up and all that, that's completely fine if it's already out there.
Yeah.
Just make sure, well, negativity goes well in the algorithm. So if you ever do do a post like that, post it in the comment section of the call out post. That way, if
Exactly.
anyone new sees it, they see that as the first post.
Mm-hmm.
My advice from what I've noticed from the Twitter stuff. Mind you,
Yeah.
this is speaking from somebody that hasn't had any drama so far, at least. But being a passive observer over the years, I've noticed the trends.
I mean, when you've been in the community for this long, you only learn.
Yeah, and not just this community.
Honestly,
it works
I
with
just
any
look
community.
at responses. I look at responses and callouts and just see what they've done. And I see about. I look at callouts and see like the things that I have done, like something similar to. And I see the responses to them. I see, maybe I shouldn't
messed
say
up
this, I
somewhere.
shouldn't say
Yeah,
that because that's a bad thing to say. That's a bad thing to respond to. Just
pick your
build up
battles.
a constructive apology type of thing, That's
There's
what people
always-
fail to do. They fail to own up to their mistakes.
You need to not have a script, because some people will call that out as well on YouTube, especially.
Sometimes scripts can also be like needed.
They
For my
don't pull
case
out a
as well,
paper
because-
script in front of you for an apology video.
No, but like, I mean, for like some
That is
like
suspension.
key words that you want to talk about, because I have a stuttering issue sometimes, especially when I'm nervous about like possibly losing something if I say
Everything,
one wrong
yeah.
word.
It's relatable.
Yeah. So you gotta have a script. Not necessarily, but
Yeah,
at least some key words.
nothing robotic,
Mhm.
Yeah, saying like, I will do better. No, own that shit the best you can. Even then,
Exactly.
you can't please everybody. At the
Take
end of the
time
day.
off the internet,
Yep. And always remember, you can't please everybody. That's literally
Exactly.
physically impossible. I had to tell like Zan and Lameo when Lucky Myths came out, the latest update. Tone out the internet, man. It's not even
Yeah.
constructive criticism. Fucking block them. Free block list.
Exactly.
There you go. Don't interact with them. That just feeds more anger and vitriol into your timeline. It's literally how the system works. That's how YouTube works as well. Negativity as well sometimes. But hey, interaction's interaction for your posts. A double-edged sword. Someone who has to look at FNF drama a lot of drama boils down to one of two things: lack of communication or idiocracy. Agreed. Very much so.
I mean, yeah.
We need to communicate better. Talking from somebody who's autistic.
One of those two, or lack of
Understanding.
common sense.
That or understanding anything.
Mhm.
Then again, a lot of the community is below 18, to be fair. So
Yeah.
expecting that common sense from that's not exactly something you can teach overnight.
Yeah, but there's like some people who are like 20 plus in the community and have less.
Speaking
common
as somebody who's
sense than some
26, yeah. Then again, a lot of people
Sometimes
say
I feel like
chill
I'm more
for that.
mature than half of the like 20 plus year olds when I was like 16.
To be like, well, raises that, dude. I'm 26. You know how awkward it is to do that sort of, play mods and all that. Yeah, I got people still rooting for me though, so I'll keep going.
That's good.
As long as I, don't get a big fucking ego. If I do, call me out on that shit.
Yeah, I always make sure. Sometimes I do.
Ego
I
check.
gotta admit, I can be full of myself sometimes.
I've had a few interviews in the past where I get I'm not gonna say who it is, and if you think you know who it is, it's not them, but they have said, ego might be a thing. Sorry for the ego, dude. You do you. I don't take offense to it personally. Oh wait, did I join what you guys are talking about? We're just talking about the community at the moment. And
We talked about you know who earlier. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. But yeah, we're also it's open QNA, which we just kind of got sidetracked with a thought process.
All good.
But yeah, we just need to do better as a community, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Okay, here's one by Zancow on Twitter. Yo, AG, what are some of your favorite FNF mods / songs? Doesn't need to be in that order.
I mean, most basic answer coming in, Mario's Madness for mod.
Yep. Open Q&A.
But outside of that, I would say Funkin' at Freddy's and Holding Quintet.
I actually talked to the FAF community devs at one point.
Really?
Yep. I think they made like a short animatic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm friends with half of the devs in Holy Quintet, which is the main reason why I love the mod so much, because I watched them make the mod from piece to piece, and it was amazing.
Yeah, that's the part that inspired me to, defend the devs themselves and that perception of this mod fucking sucks, dude. I've seen it's not always like work. There's like they have like chill. They act like freaking human beings,
Yeah.
Play Minecraft, play some Fortnite, have some fun. Dev PCs. Sometimes they're not always working. The people have life, school, college, all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry if it's like a downer moment here, but seriously, man, give people more credit. Or do you have any plans after your next mega compilation? Yeah, he's working on a lot of stuff.
I answered that question before, yes.
Yeah, we can review the VOD later. Put their heart into making the mod. Exactly.
I've got enough. I think I have like enough plans for content stored up here that will last me my entire career, honestly. Either until the day I die, the day I quit, or the day I get canceled.
Yeah, one of the three. And even then, if it's a proper cancellation, because cancellations don't actually work anymore.
Dude, you want to avoid cancellation? Don't respond on Twitter. Respond on YouTube.
Exactly.
YouTube has a lot more common sense than Twitter does.
Yep, YouTube always does. Twitter, it's a hive mind most of the time. Yeah, devs put their heart into the mod.
They were willing to hear you out. If that shit was held on Twitter, bro, I probably would have been doxxed by now.
Yeah, people know I live in Ohio, but that's on everything now. But I haven't made any enemies in the community.
I'm not gonna say my country right now, because I don't want immediately.
I get you. No need.
But some people do know that I live in a certain country in Europe.
The time zones that kind of gives it away. Time zones are usually brought up overseas, sort of thing. Twitter has one opinion and it's fixed, sadly. Yeah, it depends on the topic.
That opinion is fucking dumb.
Unless it's like a serious topic, there are people with right minds in that.
Because that's the thing. They read a doc, they see that a person is bad. It's mostly a person they.
And that's the only thing they consume on that drama.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about how the other person has improved, how they will improve, how they are.
You weren't the fly on the wall you think you were, basically.
They don't give a shit about that. They don't know you. They just know about the fact that you were a bad person and that
you were involved in the situation. Yeah, I have that kind of conversation with the last few interviews actually, because it happens, man. Yeah, you can bring up anyone that's requesting to speak on the space button. You want a third person to yap? You want a third person to yap with us? Well,
I don't know how to do that. Can you help me with that?
Okay, so you see the requested button?
Wait, hang on. I have it popped out. Hang on.
Yeah,
requested. Okay, cool.
Yeah, requested, and you can bring up CJ or Raiden. Raiden's a friend of mine as well, but you can bring CJ. First. Yeah, you can bring up both of them if you want.
No, let's do one by one.
All right. Yeah, let's just focus on the question side of things. But yeah, the community. It's always in a rough spot if you look at it. But it doesn't mean there's no chance for it to improve.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the whole point
just
of this
because you got called out doesn't mean you're a bad person forever. There's always room for improvement.
Yeah, Twitter thinks that there's no way you can change. Once bad, always bad. Yeah. But that's not always
exactly.
That's not how it works in the real world. Twitter and real world are two separate things.
Not fucking all.
Yep. But yeah, I could talk shop for hours. Right, and you gotta unmute my friend. He might just wanting to be a fly on the walls.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm surprised my co-host for the normal content I do is not showing up. He usually derails them. yeah. We're still doing an open Q&A. We get sidetracked with these deep conversations today.
Yeah.
We're the same brain,
It's
though,
fine,
so
we're
it
having
makes
a good
sense.
time.
Two minds think alike here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, CJ, you want to jump up, man?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me invite CJ whilst we wait for Raiden.
Okay, so JDST, a good friend of mine that made the background music you're hearing in the YouTube side, said, "What's one mod you would love to make at some point?" Like,
Yeah, let me answer that, and then CJ, I'm gonna answer your question later. First of all, hello.
Lee.
Hello
hello
there.
there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
One mod I would love to make at some point. Honestly, in terms of making, a mod based on the anime Attack on Titan, definitely.
I'm surprised
would be
that.
an epic
Honestly, I'm
mod.
surprised that's not been done.
It has been
No
done,
one
but the
knows.
execution was kind of bad.
Yeah, that's
How
probably
bad
why I
was
didn't hear
it?
about it.
Hmm. All right, CJ, what's your question?
Or you just want to hang out and chat with us?
Yeah, I've been planning on chatting.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Mr. New Mind 2007, feel free to jump up.
Hey,
We don't got a lot of requests. I got it. Yeah, that's yeah, we have a lot of deep questions this interview. Damn.
yeah, it's fine.
Most deep I've gone into these sorts of things, but then again, passionate about the community, that sort of thing happens.
I'm known to be a little bit philosophical sometimes when I have like
Same here.
talks with someone.
Yeah, I try. I've been told I'm very open-minded, but I think that's probably the best mentality when it comes to reacting to things.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you just gotta unmute Mr. New. That's out. Mr. New Mind 2007.
Mr. Newman.
Best to comment.
Hello there.
Just comment new mind is fine.
New Mind, how's it going?
bro.
You got a question
Yeah.
for AG?
Yeah. What got you interested into FNF? I'm curious about it.
The main
kind of-
interest. Yeah, I already answered, but I'll answer it again. No worries.
It's
The main interest. The main interest was like in the community itself. 8-Bit Ryan. That's like the main thing that actually got me hooked into the community.
Oh, I love
other
8-Bit
than that,
Ryan.
We all love 8-Bit.
Dude, I need to watch this stuff again.
He's such a good editor, in my opinion.
Yeah, no kidding. He had a freaking life
He
crisis
does this
with
shit on the daily, dude. Like,
dude.
oh my
He got
God.
stressed out because the YouTube changes. They're coming
I mean,
soon.
that's understandable.
Yeah, it doesn't really affect live streamers because if you don't edit out the slow times, it doesn't really affect you.
Yeah. It doesn't
I'm
really
not
affect
too
me
worried
either
myself.
because I barely ever put ads in my YouTube videos, but also even so, they're always full of action. So yeah,
Even then, that's if they don't get claimed anyway.
yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
Gaming Matt says I have to go now, so clean up my room for my family's arrival. Love your videos, AG. Always be waiting for
Hey, appreciate
videos.
it.
Stay safe. Take care, Gaming Matt.
All right.
Thanks for stopping
Take
by.
care.
But yeah, if you have any more questions, feel free. We don't have a whole lot on the YouTube or Twitch side.
Mm-hmm. Should I
Fine.
ask someone in my
Yes, sir.
server? Should I like
Yeah,
add
go
them
for it,
and
man.
like ask them?
Hey, go for it.
All right.
Pretty soon, have at this point, it turns into a sort of vibe, just asking questions. You know, having some fun, chill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
sadly.
Mr. AG,
Hello.
how did it feel to be arrested by DJ Halliboo on the Indie Cross compilation?
Go fuck yourself. So,
Damn.
Hunter,
Damn.
for context.
Yeah.
For context, because I don't think you've seen the compilation like entirely.
Let's get
There was a
Tibu.
scene where I got the official voice actor of DJ Halliboo, Juno, on the thing to do some voice lines, and I did a bid because I did a tattoo of a song composed by someone who doesn't allow covers, and I did a bid where DJ Halliboo arrested me because I did the tattoo
cover.
of that song.
That's actually really clever, actually. Respect.
Yeah, it was really funny. How I felt.
How didn't I feel was the correct question.
How didn't I feel? Emily's saying, all right, I'm gonna head out now. Bye, everyone, and have fun, you too. Thanks for stopping by,
babe.
Emily.
Love you.
But yeah,
go once
okay.
a week.
Here's one by Renee on YouTube. Actual thought. Is there a song that you wish was more popular?
Yes. definitely.
Good question.
Actually, no, I don't think so. Wait, let me think about
Arrested
this.
for
I might have to
making a
think about that.
beta CDU. Potassium.
Super making a Batatsu. A song that I wish that was popular. That's actually a good question because you got me thinking now.
That's a very good question, actually.
Honestly,
I might
out of
yoink
all
that one.
songs- Out of all songs, I would say
Yeah.
Fatality Invasion Mix.
Good. Actually, that's a good one. Actually.
Specifically the second one. It's way too good and way too underrated in my opinion. There's a reason why it popped off on the Batatsu.
But yeah, that's the power of your platform when it comes to YouTube.
Oh, that and Nihility. Or really any songs from Path to Day Side.
But yeah, to be honest, Karma. That's what Jaramp saying.
Man.
Ay.
Restricted certain.
Wait, did you say you were going to use a sensor sound?
Yeah, but you're deafened. People can't hear it.
Oh, true. Freaking Twitter would be,
Yeah, but I don't know how to set it up.
JDST asks, "What's your Fortnite user? We should definitely all play sometime."
I don't know. If you were to give me like 2 minutes, I could quickly boot up Fortnite so I can check.
I don't actually play Fortnite, but I'm not gonna, jab at people that do. The best I play from that platform is probably the racing game.
You
Rocket
played it?
Racing.
You actually played a racing game?
Yeah, Rocket Racing, I think it's called.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I
The
played.
music in there is
Fortnite.
actually really fire.
When it comes to battle royale stuff, the tension gets to me. I already get tension headaches for my job. I don't want to experience that playing it. Like being the last one alive, like, dude, I gotta lock in, that sort of thing. Doing it for too long, I get migraines. Battle royale is just a genre I can't really play without risking a headache or migraine for a few days.
Yeah, same. Especially when I rage. That's why. Back then I used to
Yes.
play Fortnite every day. It got to the point where I would barely ever eat and stuff. This is actually a story that.
Dude, that's me in
that I
Monster
told.
Hunter. I swear.
By the way, for my username, capital A, capital G, everything else lowercase. Games _.
You can probably
AG
just type it on YouTube.
Yeah, hang on.
It'd probably be easier.
But yeah, back then in 2019, I used to play Fortnite every day. It got to the point where I would barely ever eat, drink, anything like that.
The obsession
I
was
would be feeling behind
overwhelming.
in the classes, and I lived in a small apartment, so I had a small room with like barely any air. I barely ever opened my window, so I barely had any air, and I spent all my days in my room playing Fortnite. One day I woke up, and I went to my mom to like ask her something. Out of nowhere, I just started feeling lightheaded. Come to find out, I started passing out, and I fly straight towards my doorknob, hit my forehead so hard. To the point where I get a
Dude, that sounds
concussion.
like such an anime plot line, but it does happen.
Yeah, it's so stupid. And then I ended up being in the hospital for like 3 days, all because I was playing Fortnite too much.
That's a serious
Needless to
gaming
say, I didn't play
addiction
for
is no joke.
4
by the way.
years. Yeah, and please don't start
Take
some sort of
breaks.
addiction to the point where you barely eat, barely drink, none of that.
Yeah, I kind of did that
Um,
earlier this month, but details. That was like
It's
Monster
also
Hunter
where my like
Wilds.
anger issues came back then.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
I had major anger issues back then because of
Yeah,
Fortnite.
I've
But
learned to
I
just
stopped
not-
playing it for 4 years. I stopped playing for 4 years and then randomly decided to come back after I saw that the OG map returned. And to this
That's
day, I'm glad
marketing
to say that
working.
I barely ever play. I only play with my friends, if anything.
But yeah, I don't really go for competition styled games most of the time because that just invites the anger to come out. I've gotten pissed off on stream like 2 or 3 times, and it's like rage games. At least you're okay now. Yeah.
You wanna know the last
there's
time I got pissed off playing a game?
yeah.
The Impossible Quiz. Have you ever heard of it?
Oh god. I think we were talking about that before
I
the
sat-
interview.
I was sitting
Yeah.
one day, and I played through every single one. 1, 2, Quiz Book, and Christmas. And I had to try and beat every single one.
I still have the visions.
Why are we still here?
Let's just suffer.
Let's just suffer.
Dude, I love that game. JDST says, one time I had so much stress from school, I stayed up play almost all night, and the next morning I had to get up for school after sleeping for about 20 to 30 minutes. I had a seizure from in the kitchen.
Oh
Yeah,
my
sleep is
God.
important, JDST, and everyone involved. Like,
Coming
yeah,
from someone who nearly had to go to the hospital again because of a compilation because I was getting a little sleep.
yeah, and make sure you eat well enough. I have a hard enough time doing it myself
That's
recently. With all the
I
projects
eat a
I'm
little
working
too well.
on,
That's why I'm a fat fuck.
dude, I could use a few pounds, honestly. The amount of time I've spent in the basement the past month from the interview account, the burnout and all that.
Right?
Yeah, let's just say, you know the meme where someone says, "Oh, you know, random topic here, Dragon Ball Z Abridged," where they said the ending of the not the freaking Saiyan saga, where they say, "Oh God, natural light." That was me. That was literally me.
Are you a vampire?
No, it's just that I'm in the basement so much, and there's like one small window. It's like a freaking solar flare to my freaking brain if I stay up all night. And it arrived a bit late to the
Another
podcast.
question by Renee.
Go for it.
Are there any songs you find completely overrated?
That's fair enough. I wouldn't even answer that one because that just invites people to hate on something.
That's true. Yeah, I'm not gonna answer that, but I'll say yes. I do have.
There are some. Just don't point it out. How's it going, Document?
I'm just not gonna point any fingers.
Yeah, let's not start fires where they're not needed. Sleep schedule, what's that? It's currently it's only 8:47, but you know, I'm probably still gonna go to bed early.
1:47 for me.
Summon from here by
Wait, what time is it for you?
Almost 9.
7 a.m.
Go
It's
to
morning.
sleep.
It's morning on the AG side. It's morning on the AG side.
Go to sleep.
Good morning.
Yeah, just get some sleep. Just sleep in tonight, and you should be fine. You can't catch up to sleep, by the way.
I go to sleep at 5 a.m.
By the way, I think there's studies saying you literally can't catch up on sleep. Well, you can technically, but it requires sleep aid, which I'm always on.
Yeah.
Freaking ADHD brain. I can't sleep naturally. But yeah, speaking of, okay, here's one by Tibu. Speaking of Indie Cross Comp, it made so much sense now, but then again, the ending ended in a cliffhanger. Wonder if there's going to be another comp along with collaborating with other creators.
Familiar.
Yes, for the final compilation, I plan on doing something similar that I did with the previous one. I plan on bringing on a bunch of cover creators where they all do one Batatsu of one song from the mod. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be like 10 times. Take the hype and effort we put into the compilation for the Indie Cross, and multiply that by 10 times and put it into the final compilation. That's gonna be like the equivalent to the final.
Have you already done a teaser? I don't recall.
For the final comp?
Yeah.
No, but I will say this: I have revealed there were 5 choices, for which mod it should be. There was Gorefield, Flavor Rave, Imposter, Funkin at Freddy's, and Crunchin.
Flavor Rave is so
fucking good. And I revealed the
good.
5th place mod. Yeah, Flavor Rave was amazing.
Yeah,
I
voice
revealed
acting
the 5th
counts.
place mod.
Do an FNF drama tier list. No, don't bring up the past, dude. You're just gonna have people raging against stuff. Like, for example, die. Let it die, dude. If the person does the same thing, then it's justified. I have an actual example for this, actually. You know, Mr. Pixel?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that stuff he was
That's what you have
into.
to say.
The stuff that happened recently was stuff that happened 2 freaking years ago. Let it go already. Freaking Twitter, man. He already apologized for it. Just let it die. There's nothing more he can do to change his mind. It's on stuff. He already apologized for it. Leave it be. Mr. Pixel, he made One Last Time, the EXE stuff. He's also working with Snow he was working with Snow the Fox, which stung because I was excited for him getting that collab as well. But I respect Snow's opinion on it.
And then you get called out, and then
I respect his opinion on that, but it's a damn shame that freaking internet can't let shit die.
They can't.
They can't.
Internet never forgets.
Never does. But to be fair, it can be used good too. if someone
That,
tries to
of
pull
course, yeah.
crap again. Like, I don't want to bring his name in, but Cupcake. YouTube drama.
Oh my god.
That guy.
Oh, you talking about that fucker?
Yeah, let's not say his name here. I'm not going to
Wait,
invoke the
who?
wrath
I
of
was
the...
going to go and get a cupcake.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, CJ. Don't worry about it.
No,
yeah,
you're too naive. You'll learn when you'll learn when you're older.
yeah.
I'm
That's
18.
that stuff.
You're
I
too
feel is
young.
justified to an extent.
Don't matter.
Like if he tries doing it again, yeah, bring it up, of course. Hounding him and trying to make sure he can't actually live—that's a bit too far.
Way too far.
I suppose Cotton hasn't came in with the memes yet. Yeah, he's asleep right now, I think. Yeah, insert overrated Frozen song here. Yeah, that's always that. I agree, that's overrated.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel guilty for not fully reading about the Mr. Pixel drama and putting him on the ban list without looking at it. I mean, you can always apologize. It's never too late to apologize for anything, at least in my mind.
Yeah, for context, Renee is one of the people who manage like the ban list in Coverpedia, like which character you're allowed to use, which character you shouldn't use.
Yeah, I think I remember getting tagged in a follower list of Mr. Pixels a long time ago on my main account. But I was
Really?
like, what do you say for me for? Turns out they said it was like a joke post. Like, these guys are freaking insane. Don't follow them. It's purely satire.
Oh, yeah, I was in that as well.
I was
forgot.
tagged
I
that.
was in
I thought it was pretty
so
funny once you realize, wait, this is just a satire post. I'm not going to say anything about
It
it.
was so funny.
It was funny, actually. They make like an entire doc. It's like, wait, why the frick am I here? And then I went reading into it more before I said anything. A freaking thing most people should do on Twitter. Before you make a fool out of yourself or cause an actual drama. But regardless, you know, I found it funny after the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I saw that stuff that Mr. Pixel was called out for years ago, and I was like, fair enough. He apologized. Like, people move on eventually, but eventually someone will get the shovel. Mr. Pixel is the creator of Mr. L. Yes.
I'm glad that they transferred ownership. Honestly, like all that drama for what, and like all that like tension. Like
Let the idea at least have its own thing. There's a fan base behind it. If you don't want to do it, give it to somebody you trust. Yeah.
yeah.
I agree with that decision. I feel like we're getting very fucking philosophical in this.
Again, it's fine. We're just having fun.
And I don't usually post my own opinion on here, but might as well. Or my mindset.
There's a reason why you called it a podcast and not just an interview.
Yeah, that's part of it. Who owns Mr. L now, actually? I don't recall personally.
Not sure.
Philosophy is a
mentioned that
fun
they transferred
subject, but it can be
ownership, but I
taken
don't know
so
who.
wrong in the wrong context. Like, people will take clips from it. I won't be surprised if someone takes a clip and is like, I'll save this for a special day, and uses it to use it against you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, but hey, you have the context.
I was making my private Twitter account. I was making my private Twitter account, and I asked them like, "Yo, what should I make my name?" They said AG under the covers. They're going to take that out of context. If I ever get caught out, they're going to take that out of context. AG really is under the covers.
Hey, and Enra's dirty-minded as well, man. Let's not get started on that side of the community yet. Ay, caramba, that was something that popped
hate
off.
to burst your guys' bubble, but fun fact: at the end of the day, we all have a dirty side of us. You know,
Everyone
There's a
does.
reason why I made a private account. So
Just
that
don't
way I
goon
can,
on main,
share
and
them.
no one will call you out for it. Simple as.
Exactly. That's why I made a Twitter, private Twitter.
Yeah, I made one, but I figured like, I'm not gonna post much on it anyway. All right, so yeah, so let's see here. Negative says it might have been missed earlier, but I do have a question. AG, do you have a dream role that you'd love to VA for one day?
First of all, hello, Mega Dude. Second of all, yes, definitely. A dream role would be literally any main character in a anime. But in terms of FNF or like any other projects of like existing characters, I would say I really want to give my shot at voicing Agati. I really want to try.
I mean, there's no stopping you from doing a fan thing. No.
Mhm.
I mean, people have done that and
thinking
then
over him.
eventually got the role.
Yeah.
Yeah, people
I'm
have done
thinking
that.
either him or Mighty.zip.
Fair point.
Yeah.
All right. So JDST asks, "What's your favorite cover you've made?"
My favorite cover of all time, I can't really choose one. There's like a freeway tire or so. I would say the Bad Time Batatsu, the Freaky Machine Batatsu, and Boondoggle.
Yeah,
But if
fair.
we're talking about beyond the compilation, I would say Unbeatable. It's really the Batatsu
Dude, that
I hold close to my
song-
heart because it jump started my career.
Yeah, that song did a lot for the community as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
We'll never forget the Unbeatable hype it had.
I don't think anyone will forget that song.
Mm-hmm.
Bone Doggle is peak. Agreed. All right, here's Speedstar on
Yeah.
Twitter. Sorry, it took me a minute to notice, but they said the past never dies. But if it's just used to dog on somebody who's actually trying to redeem themselves, then at that point it's just bullying. That is a case where I would show concern. That is exactly my freaking mindset. Or it prevents them from, or it just prevents them from even living their own lives. With you know who we were talking about earlier. Guys going Pokey the Bomb. But yeah, that's a very good mindset to have. At least in my opinion. Then again, I'm biased here, I guess.
I'm gonna head on later, guys.
Take care, CJ.
All right, take care.
You killed it on the animatic, by the way. He's on the promo team for the account as well. I didn't know the past two animatics he was working on like at all. It just sort of happened.
I'll be down to join and like promote like the interviews by like making a role and like having people see it and stuff.
Down, man. All right. Oh,
Like in my server.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we're just vibing. We're doing philosophy classes now, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah,
Guys, this was a trick. This was a bamboozle. This is not a podcast or an interview. This is actually a philosophy class. Sit down.
The thing is that I
take your
never.
notes out. We're gonna have a quiz next week.
And the thing is, though, I haven't really voiced my opinion on the internet until I feel like I was, till this point. Actually, I've been perusing the internet for a long freaking time, not really posting my own thoughts on it before reading both sides and all that. Just I've always done. I'd love to see a promo on the OST when I get this out. Actually, does the art. All right, my bad, Kaisley, my bad. AG, ever think about checking out Markiplier Montage?
I've checked it out already. It's really awesome.
Dude, that was a good stream. I played it too. It was really good. I think we broke it a couple times.
I watched one of my friends play it in VC.
How's it going, Monkey Boy?
It was good.
Schultz is posting on the interview account. Top two. Dude, I gotta do a stream. I might as well ask this question myself because I don't think anyone's asked it in a while. If I had a dream interview, either it'd be from the modding community, it'd probably be indie cross devs, Mario's Madness, because I tried doing that, or Hymn's Lullaby, or just the base game in general.
You know what? I can tell you something right now. I think I can hook you up with an interview with Mikaru, the director of Indie Cross.
That'd be sick, man. I reached out in the past, I think, a long time ago, but that was like an old account. But then again, I didn't have the structure. AG, what's your favorite FNF mod? I'm only saying this because I'm low on questions. It's a hard thing to ask when it's, we asked a lot of questions over the time.
But again, I'm open to any questions and any amount of time. I don't care. You can also ask me questions post interview, like in the comments, and I'll definitely comment them below. But
After
my favorite mod,
sleep.
I've already answered this before. Yeah, of course. If I get sleep. My favorite mod, I've already answered this before, but basic answer, Mario's Madness. But if we're talking about beyond Mario's Madness, I would say Flavor Rave, which I didn't say before, Funkin F Freddy's, and Holy Quintet.
I never actually streamed Holy Quintet because it's a bit awkward for me. I know it's good.
So far, they have a demo. They have a demo, but it's really good.
I've heard good things, especially from Raw Funkin' FCers, because that's kind of their on their account. I interviewed them in the past too.
I think Animation versus Friday Night Funkin' is also going to be added to the list because I've seen the trailer and oh my.
I think I got a request to
so
do
good.
an interview with them too, but we're doing the random stuff. So
That would be sick.
Yeah, we don't know. Even I don't know who's going to be next. I do know who's going to be next, mind you, but I'm not going to say it. Sort of
Guys, it's
cinematic.
Ninja Muffin.
I wish, but you know, I think I've heard that they are down to do that sort of thing with the community. They have
Really?
like there's been stories in the past where they have asked questions. Been asked.
Well, you could definitely reach out to them.
I can try, but I want to get to the point where I feel like I'm more confident in this sort of format before. And I feel like it's pretty good as it is, but I feel like you said earlier, that feeling of it's not enough.
Yeah.
Like I could do better. Like that is a feeling I've been told is like
That perfect mindset.
yeah, the perfectionism thing.
Perfectionist.
And even if it's not perfectionism per se, is like there's always something you can improve. Is kind of a different way of looking at it.
There will
Doesn't
always
have to
be
be
something
perfect.
you can improve. You can never make anything perfect.
Yep, that's why I never give 10 out of 10s to anything, because I feel like that'd be saying like, yeah, there's no way this can be better. I hate that. I hate that thought
that's-
process.
That's
Like,
actually
unbeatable.
you know
I
what?
feel.
You just give me a view on something.
Yeah, I feel like for example, unbeatable. I feel like there are some ways that you could potentially, increase it. Increase how make it better. But that's not for me to say. It's not my song, But
Of course.
that's just how I always think. Like I feel like there's always something, even if I don't know it yet. There's always something that you can.
That plus, like, it also depends on like the mindset you have. There could be like a mindset of a regular viewer who can think of Unbeatable as like an amazing
Perfect.
thing.
Yeah, there's a
But
term for
then-
this. There's a term for it. It's called perspectivism.
Really.
Perspectivism is you're willing to take in other perspectives to see something.
Yeah. But there's
I had
that, but
recommended
there's
before.
also like the perspective of the musician of like any musicians, not the musician of like the song, but I'm talking about musicians in general.
Yeah.
Because they can hear something and they can think, okay, they used this, they did that. But they could have done this and they could have done that. The regular viewer doesn't think about that.
Exactly.
They don't know anything
You have
about
expertise in that area.
Mhm.
That's why
You have
asking
experts in that
questions is
area,
the
and then
most
you have
important
like
thing.
viewers in that area.
It's apply that to like school and all that. That is literally why they tell you to ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
So ask questions. If you want to understand it, who knows?
Whether or
it might-
not they get answered and whether or not you understand afterwards is another thing. But it's the fact
Exactly.
that you ask questions.
You get another. I've always been trying to get other perspectives on a lot of things throughout my entire life. It's kind of how I am now. Like chill, like not going. Why did you do? Yeah, like that sort of thing. With drama and all that. Like
Yeah.
I always before I make it a post or anything, it's always the smart idea to see both sides of. And even if you don't post anything, your brain will still remember the negative side of it. But if you have both sides, you'll have closure.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. I'm 26 and making these freaking comments. I feel old as shit. But it's something I feel like a lot of people could use advice for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
JDST says, what I'll 100% admit that I was wrong for doing was that I based the deadline structure on events rather than how far the mod is complete. Let's talk about this Final 40 project, which I'm excited for that. Yeah, he's having problems with coders. I feel like a lot of people give coders enough credit at all in this community.
Not at fucking all.
They don't get a lot of recognition. Like personally, I try to remember coders, but they're not very vocal most of the time.
Like the musicians are cool, the artists
Musicians,
cool, like, mod, but
they have
dude,
something-
the coding, it's what brings
Coding-
them all together to begin with.
Yeah, I want to get some coders for interviews if I can. If they could share
Yeah,
like the
I can-
process for editing code and all that, maybe some people understand like,
I can
The fuck
recommend the
goes
few
into
who are actually in chat. I can recommend Danny and Junior. Sorry, they're really good in.
put in a
coding.
request, guys, if you want to. But I want to share with the community the stuff that everyone kind of ignores or doesn't respect enough. Coders. Yeah, you can't have a mod without it. Otherwise, it'd just be an OST on YouTube. Like, you can't do anything without a coder. You can't do anything with a number of roles in the community which don't get recognition. Directors get recognition because they put it together, which, fair point. Composers and music, the part that everyone remembers, yes. Charters, I know a few charters myself, like LeMayo, Zandiver. I know them because I force myself to not really force. I choose to remember them because we've chatted, had a good chat about charting. 'Cause I'm a huge fan of like fast charts that are complicated. It's just me, you know. But coders, I hear next to nothing about
really,
that.
It really comes down to like my mood in terms of charting.
Yeah, man. Artists are important too. Without
Usually
them,
progress,
mod
like-
would look like shite. Fair point. There's
Yeah.
all these things come together, chat. That's what I want to get. That's why I made this account. Like, there's not a lot of respect for the individual roles of everything. That's why on the
I'm glad you're like giving thoughts on that and stuff like that. And,
but
like,
yeah, that's
giving them
why the
recognition
first
that they deserve.
question on the sorry for interrupting you. The first question on the form
No
is, what's your most prominent role in this community? Because I need that information to make questions around that thing. Like you said, content creation, composer, and I think director, if I recall. It might be off the top of my head. But have you worked on FNF mod? It doesn't matter if you haven't worked on FNF mod. If it's like, technically, you could be, you know, in your position, beta CDUs. Technically, you didn't work on a mod, but you have worked in the community.
Yeah.
If you answered yes, please
You have to
specify
put
what
out
mod.
something for the community.
Yeah, I need something to base the questions off of. That's my thought process. But you know, the
Exactly.
one-on-one interview, those have been a lot more common. I want to do dev teams as well. You know, if you want to invite other devs, Twitter Space. I need to change this question because I can't do both Discord event and Twitter Space. I can change it to Facecam, I guess, but I've been meaning to change that. But
Sorry
then-
about that trouble, by the way. It was just
It's all good. Don't worry. It's completely fine. That's more
Sure.
my fault for, you know, leaving both as an option. But yeah, if you answer Discord events, the previous question, would you like to involve your community Discord? Basically, I'm going to change that to I'll get rid of both, and that next question makes more sense. So it wouldn't be a Twitter space. Go from there. If you wanted to read off responses, because some people are nervous about their voice being out, which I get that. So I can just read off responses.
Yeah, there's some of my friends who have been trying to like get into the interview, but they've been like really confused as to like how they should fill out it.
Yeah.
It was a little bit like confusing some of the questions.
Yeah, that's my fault for kind of rushing the account. I will be making a video soon about explaining the process because I'm still figuring out things myself. Because if I haven't told the story before, basically on my main account, I think it's actually it used to be my pinned, but I kind of started like 6 months ago, like back in July, just like literally the day after Step Right Up came out. And I got invited to speak on the Positivity podcast, which honestly, really fun group. I'm glad to be able to talk with them on the regular basis, honestly. And me around the time, you know, getting invited to, you know, play test mods, talk to creators, you know, in Discords of their dev crews. I asked a question on my main channel, like, would people be interested in the background scenes, you know, behind the scenes sort of thing? And it kind of just evolved into what it is now. Over time. But that's kind of how it goes. Like, I wish I thought of like I could do that, but I didn't have as many connections as I did to make this sort of thing possible now. It's very easy to try to see mods as team efforts. You can't really have a mod without a song, art, chart, or coding. Exactly. Question from JDST. If there was one person you would dream of working with FNF, who would that be? Good question.
The Marco Antonio, definitely. Sir Duster Buster.
Yep.
T-Jack777, I think his name is, the director of Funkin and Freddy's. And I know there's another person, but I forgot their name. Oh, screw me. What is their name?
What is your name?
Juno Songs.
Fair
Juno
enough.
Songs.
Yeah, I've actually talked to Duster Buster in the past, but not in interview format. It was during the live stream I did we talked during the Flavor Rave playthrough. You'd be surprised how many devs are actually looking for their games being live streams or mod.
Really?
Yeah, that's kind of how I made so many connections for live streaming. It's just, I met JDST by playing his mod and we just started chatting, for example.
That's cool.
Agreed. But yeah, I had another thought. But yeah, I think Duster actually made a request on the forum as well, actually.
Really?
I'm not gonna say when it's gonna happen because I can't guarantee it because randomized. But we have like 98.
You gotta set
interviews.
priorities, you know.
Yeah, it has to be random because I'm a people pleaser by default, and if I went down the line, then people who just submitted would practically never get interviewed with this many recordings, requests. I could record some, but that kind of defeats the purpose of a podcast in my mind, and a live stream being a live stream podcast. I don't know.
Does it also come down to the fact that you have to edit it, or?
Yeah, that too. Fair enough.
I can help with that if you want.
Yeah, nah. I also like getting their communities involved with it too, because you'd be surprised how many people want to ask the creators questions and they never have the opportunity to as well.
That's fair.
But people are nervous as hell. If everyone's asking questions, people feel more like that. Community posts help as well, but it's not the same as being in person live asking the questions.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's like the social aspect of things. You can do it slightly more often to go through the list fast. That's the thing, though. Burnout happened recently. That's kind of. I used to do 3, but then I missed big mods and I can't do them later down the road. And yeah, two times a week. I can manage that and still have semi, outside of work stuff.
You said that you have one planned for next Friday, but do you also have one planned for Tuesday?
Not Tuesday. No, it's just Friday.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I fill out the form, my friend. I don't do favoritism. I try to keep that out of there. That's why I used a random number generator. Good. Yeah, I might as well explain how the process works here, and I can probably just cut the stream. Yes, for Twitter.
Okay.
I might as well get it out of the way because I on Sundays I feel like now's the time to do this and this and this. I sleep. Lazy as crap. Yeah, that's my lazy day most of the time. So I might as well just say it here. So you go to the Funkin interview account on Twitter, links in the YouTube, or if you see one of my posts or interviews, go to my pin post, click on the link. Your email is not shared, by the way. Worry about collecting shit. You just answer your Twitter handle, which is basically like your @ symbol and your name there, on Twitter. Or if you don't have one, via Discord, because you can access this without being on, signed in on Twitter. I'll once you finish this out, I'll put it. It'll be on a Sheets list on Google, and it gets assigned its own number. And once you get all through this, I gotta reorganize a lot of stuff too, like the whole both thing. Don't worry about both. Just say Twitter or Discord. That sort of thing. Open mic if you want to talk, like live, not recorded. You can do recorded, of course. I should probably add that as a request. Record your responses and I just, play them, or heck, I can just make a Twitter post with it if they don't want to ask, answer Q&A questions. Mixed if you have some dev members that don't want to share their voice or nervous to. Basically, I'm just trying to make things accessible as possible, but then again, I probably made it a little too intimidating to, fill out the form. And the term interview has a negative connotation with work. But no, it's more just a chill hangout. But it just sounds more professional, and, professionalism goes places on the internet. Yeah. But yeah, just click the roles that you do or most people know you for, and I can ask questions relating to that. And if I don't ask a question you think I would, that's what the open Q&A is for, because I don't always have the time to edit the Q&A animation.
Mm-hmm.
Have you worked on FNF mod or not? Doesn't mean if you're just a bypasser of it, that's fine if you have, but most of the time I try to interview people who have worked on it. Like technically, for example, AG, he's not worked on FNF mod, but he is in the FNF community. That's what this question's for right here. And other, it depends. You've worked on FNF mod, then you just write down, what do you do, like coder, which I haven't gotten the chance to ask a coder just pure questions about it. Or, if I ever do that, I would ask like, hey, can you share some, dog is having a fit. Yeah, I just want basically like, hey, can you like a short clip, like showing the frustration of coding and all that, because a lot of people don't give that enough credit. I specify what mod, so I can ask questions around the mod if I have the chance, that sort of thing. You want to get your team together, just say the whole blank FNF team, a one-on-one interview. There's you yourself. Mod directs, because I did do midnight broadcast a while ago. There is a second one coming for that, and we're gonna try again because that was kind of hectic, experimental at that point. And if you want to invite other people to your team, just send me their Twitter handle or Discord handles. Technically, if it's on Twitter, I can just make them co-hosts, so I might take that one away. But Twitter space or Discord event. Basically, if you select Discord event, there won't be a Twitter space. And if you have a community Discord, we can do it on your Discord, or we can do it on the Funkin Interview Discord. With stage, you can invite whoever you want, because the interview Discord, it has a lot of devs in it, which it's not always the most active because of that. It's not a whole lot of fans like I thought it would be, which is fine. It's cool to have a lot of devs in one place. And mainly artists lately has been keeping it alive. And you can always leave your honest opinion on how we did on the forum. I am working on improving it very soon. Just ignore both right here. Just choose one or the other. But yeah, I need to reword a lot of this stuff. But details. But that's kind of how it works. And after it's all submitted, you'll get a thing saying it's been submitted. Please be patient, because these things take time. All this stuff does. Can't rush, making an animatic. If they want, I might add a thing like if you want an animatic made, you can do it yourself, or if you want to, you can. But our team might not always be available. But if you'd like one, I want to do that sort of thing. I personally would love it myself, but I respect people's time. I try to. That's why I don't really ping the promo team too often. I'm too nervous to annoy the hell out of them. But yeah, that's how the whole process works. I just put a Google random number generator between 1 and the amount of people we're making requests, and it just selects one. I try to reach out. Never responds within a few days, or basically 2 days max, because I'm trying to go earlier now. I just say, sorry, I'll have to come back to you another time. And from there, until we get a response. It's not as simple as I think it is, but it's the most organized way you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's I'll probably cut that out and just post it as its own Twitter clip. Hopefully that makes sense, but enough yapping for me. But any other questions for AG? Oh, J-Ramp still gotta go work on a couple. Take care of yourself, right? Organized chaos? Yeah, basically.
Here.
Yeah, it's almost 9:30. I think we should wrap this up soon. If anyone has questions, let's put a time limit on it.
Got any questions?
Timer.
I should probably mention for anybody who's watching the VOD. You can also ask questions in the comment section. You can ask them in my community post. I'll be more than glad to answer them in the comments.
Yeah, I need to do more community posts. I do stuff outside of FNF, so I don't try to make it purely FNF.
Maybe one thing you could do is you can announce a interview like a few days before the interview actually gets held, and you can ask people, if I were to do an interview with blank, what kind of questions you would want me to ask, and then you can actually ask the questions that the fans are actually like wanting to ask.
Dying to ask, yeah. But yeah, I can't sleep right now. I was just using background noise. Come to say hi, lol. Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's very good background noise, which is kind of the point of a podcast.
I'm glad, honestly. I'm glad they're making good background noise.
Get the fuck back to work.
JDST is asking, can I FRQ you on Discord real quick?
I don't really do friend requests, but you can DM me.
Same here. I try not to, but sometimes it's the only option for some reason.
Because if I did one, if I friend request one person, then I would have to friend request every single one.
Yeah, I get that. I get that entirely. But yeah, we'll put 5 more minutes. Any open questions? Now's the time. This is the last call before we sign off, because this guy is early in the morning for him now.
I'm used to it. I can stay up until 5 a.m. sometimes.
If you said 6 a.m., I would have laughed like, fun nights at Freddy's. All right, sorry to ask, but AG, what beta CDU creators do you think have the most potential? Good question.
Potential?
Pencil is a
have a few
very
people.
curious thing.
I do have a few people, yes. Mini Miku, one of them. Second person, an average person. Third person, Mega Dude. Fourth person, I'm gonna name 5 people. Fourth person, I've heard their audios, but I haven't seen them edit yet. Zero Mania. And as for fifth person, I would say, in terms of like them being like very underrated and stuff like that, and me thinking that they have a lot more potential than they put out to be. Honestly, if they made Batatsus, because I've seen them make covers and I see them animate, Document has pretty good potential as well.
Take care, Document. And now for bed.
Which, speaking of, they're leaving.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, we've been in this call for like 2.5 hours almost, so we're gonna wrap it up here real soon. He says, "Oh shit, I did not expect that."
Oh, Document does make Batatsus. Oh, I'm stupid. My bad.
Oh, I think they followed me recently. Actually,
covers. Yeah, I saw them like animate one of my Batatsus on TikTok. It was really cool.
yeah, the freaking Twitter audio is going in and out. It's starting to break, so we gotta wrap this up here. We'll do 3 more questions. Let's wrap it up to there.
3 more.
3 more while we're live. I stopped now for now due to burnouts. Respectable. Mental health and physical health can affect your mental technically.
Exactly.
Take care of yourself is what I'm trying to say all the time. Your mental, I definitely think is more important. If you're rational, you can make better decisions. I think you see more sides of me than most streams, honestly. Betelgeuse asks, what is your opinions on this whole interview so far?
Honestly, it's been very fun, definitely. For literally one of my first, actually no, the first like proper interview that I've ever been held in or that I've ever like participated in. This has been very, very fun. Really like a huge honor to actually be here to be able to like be treated as like a guest in a podcast / interview. So it's been a dream of mine to like be interviewed, to like talk about any questions, answer them like passionately and stuff like that. And I really look forward to future interviews of like any other creators. It's always been a dream of mine ever since like the beginning of my career to get interviewed. So to be here is awesome. So thank you for having me.
No problem. No problem, man. So Riley asked, I was thinking of asking for editing advice, but if you want to end it now, well, it's fine.
Yeah, sure. I do have some editing advice. This really comes down to what editing advice and what editing software you use. Mike said use Premiere Pro, but most people I know use CapCut. But if you want like overall like general editing advice, just try to stay consistent. Know when you have reached your limit. Take breaks when needed. Try not to edit when you're in VC because it's easy to procrastinate. And that's coming from the procrastinator. Try to, if you really want like some background audio or something like that, so that way it's not like fully silent, put on either music or watch an anime. I've actually got through an entire season.
Hold on, your mic's glitching out on Twitter. We can't hear you. It's acting weird.
But yeah, just overall stay consistent, try not to procrastinate, and that's it.
Procrastination is the killer of a lot of things.
It's a reason why the compilation was delayed so many times.
Yeah. I do usually listen to music most of the time. Here, honestly. Zanko asked, random question, what is your opinion on the Pale Archives mod, if you're familiar with it?
I'm sadly not familiar with it, sorry.
If I recall, Zanko, isn't that part of the last mod jam? Because if so, I'm not playing it until I have the whole list for the mod jam, and I'll do it in one long session.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'm looking at the thumbnails right now. It looks pretty cool.
I think it got second place. If it, it got second place in the game jam, the mod jam. I didn't. You asked that last time too, and then I noticed like Game Banana repost like, "Hey, you got second place! Holy shit!" Stuff. Can't wait to get to that stream, but that's I'll take care of that project in one other time. Very short. Yeah, I'm worried about how long it'll take to play through it again because that 8-hour session of an FNF. Yeah, I was a zombie at work the next day.
Maybe you can like limit it to like the top 5.
And that'd be boring. I want to give everyone a shot, basically.
Fair.
I don't know. I like giving people a fair shake. Take a quote from freaking Cyberpunk 109. All right, Mr. Mystery asks, "Hello, chat. Question: AG, do you take cover/song requests?"
Yes, but no. I have a dedicated section in my server.
Link in the description. Actually, no, it's not. Link in the description.
Not in my description.
Link in my channel's description.
His channel. I left a link to your Twitter. You can get it from there.
Yeah, I'm used to saying link in the description after I mention my server whenever I'm live.
Relatable.
That's why. But anyways, yeah, I have a section in my server where you get to suggest not only songs for like 2-player covers, but you also get to suggest characters that I could use for my Batatsus and for my 2-player covers as well. You can suggest them there, but I mostly choose the song that I do for my Batatsus.
Fair enough. You're the
It's
one
not
doing
like
all the work.
guaranteed for me to use them.
I mean, to be fair, you're doing all the work technically.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have some creator input or creator, I wouldn't say favoritism, but experimentation.
Exactly.
Anyways, CapCut's gonna be banned soon again so that's gonna be.
Huh.
All right, so Renee asked, bacon or sausage?
Bacon.
Bacon. All right, it is about 9:30. You got any final thoughts before we head off?
Yes, I do have final thoughts. Everyone, go subscribe to Hunter Man, dude. He makes amazing content. I like his. I like watching his streams. I like putting them in the background. Check out my recent video. I recently just dropped my chromatic scale, atonals, sprite sheet, and icons, the new improved ones. For any creators out there, you can now use the improved ones, finally. I'm setting up the Game Banana page as we speak. I had to pause, obviously, because I'm doing an interview. But right after this, I'm going to finish off the page.
Sorry, FNF community. Some people are looking very excited for that. Like Betelgeuse mentioned, like, hey, how did you get access to that sprite before anyone else?
Yeah, early access. No, it's all good. It's my fault for getting it out so late.
Yeah, it's fine.
Shut phone.
We got one more, chat.
But yeah.
Hey, Bluefire, we're wrapping up
soon. And that's it.
All right, but yeah, I'll just say 3 more words, and we're done for the night on Twitter, and then I'll do my outro on YouTube. But yeah, the Twitter space only lasts 30 days, so we do have a playlist for the podcast on the YouTube, so it'll be there as long as it doesn't get struck down by some a-hole on the internet. You never know.
Yo.
That does happen. I'm just glad it hasn't happened in this community.
That's good, yeah.
For a community that's been so welcoming to me, I'm just glad I'm able to help out.
That's good.
That should about do it for me, but just say 3 last words. Keep on cooking.
Appreciate it.
Reach out anytime, man. If you want to do a follow-up after your main thing, you're gonna send another form.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Maybe, who knows? I'll reach out if you actually want to do it. If it comes out like maybe like a couple months from now.
No,
if you get picked, yeah, I don't know.
If you do like another, if you're still doing the interviews, I was thinking of like doing it after I finish the final compilation.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I do want to bring creators back when back in summer, like that sort of thing. I'll do a post about it. Because we can get like 10 people in here and then just swap out as people leave. Heck, we can just do like, I don't know, freaking Gartic phone or something. It's like a private link. Fun. Just for fun. I can't draw for shit, but just have fun with the community. For like a day.
That would be fun.
Yeah, thanks for joining in, man. But
of course, it was a pleasure being here. Thanks for having me.
Now get some sleep.
Yeah, I will. All right, thank you everyone for watching. I've been AG, and as for my side, I am signing off. Take care, y'all.
If you guys got clips from the stream that you want me to save for a project I'm working at the end of the year, send them my way on the Funkin Interview Discord, which you can find in my extended bio. And until next time, chats. Later.
Take care.
That was a good one. I had a great time. That was actually probably one of my favorites in terms of, experimenting. Yeah, if you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in my comment section. Feel free to sub for more interviews. The next one is scheduled for Friday. And I'm trying to think of a hint I can give without giving it away. Let's chill a sec. Yeah, I got one question. Go for it. I'll give a hint for Friday. I just got to think without it being completely obvious who it is. Interview the popular creator named AGCovers. You really get in there. I'll add you to the promo team, man. Don't worry. Well, let me see here. Let's see. I'm trying to find something from ages ago on their posts that I can somewhat reference. Well, I guess I could say this. They're a fan of the Sonic community, but I'm not entirely sure of the EXE community. They seem very knowledgeable about Sonic. Is it a very well-known creator? Let's just say, yeah. They made their account in 2022, but that's all. They have a decent. Repo? I wish, honestly. They follow me on my main account. I probably could reach out. But yeah, if you're here just for the interviews, that's fine. I do stream a bunch of other content, like Smash Bros. We played earlier, normal FNF streams. I'm planning on playing Repo right here Monday. I'm going to play it Sunday to get a hang of it. But that'll do it for me. If you want to join the Funkin Interview Discord, I'll put a link. Stream chat. I need to start putting it in the description. My bad. But if you want to join that, it's mostly devs. It's mainly inactive most of the time. At this point, at the point it is right now, it's just a lot of devs that, if they want to reach out to me, they can. But I'll put a limit on it. Yes, temporary. Yeah. And the link still just, hold on, I gotta disable streamer mode. If you want to join in, this next link will be available for the next week. Is it a specific interview server? Yes. Yeah, feel free to join using that link. I'm trying to be a bit more active. I mentioned earlier, like I had a big burnout problem. I made a post about it on my main account, which is why I kind of limited how many interviews I do. I'll show it right here. I posted about a few days ago. I figured I'd post this now because it's mainly a driving factor for burnout. I'll show this on stream. Resting from burnout. Back 5 days ago. I have a personal post. I'll link it in the stream if you're curious. This is honestly why I limited the amount of interviews I'm doing, just so I can stay stable. I have been feeling better. For those that were worried for me in Discord DMs, I appreciate it. I'll be fine. Yeah, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. There's a reason why I'm not active on Discord. Yeah, more than one, technically. But yeah, but Discord's going off because I turned off streamer mode. But yeah, don't worry about me. Yeah. If you enjoyed the stream and want to check out the other interviews I've done, check the description. It should have a link to the podcast on YouTube. And I need to get a link to covers. I posted about it earlier. I forgot to put his link to his Twitter. Find AG on his Twitter in the description. Read from DMs. Yeah, that'll do it for me. The next time, chats. Have a good night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is for you. Hope you take care. Hope to see you soon. And we got more streams tomorrow night. Our Discord, my main Discord is, just got done voting for streams tomorrow night. FNF is a part of it. Don't worry. There is no interview until next Friday. Likewise, mate. Take care, everybody. Next time, later. Thanks again to JDST for the music. It actually was really good. I know I didn't really, talk about it. It was really well done, man. We can talk more on Discord here. Get some food, and I'll probably be hanging out in the interview Discord for a little bit. And then I'll head to bed. Yeah, feel free to join in. But until next time, chats, have a good night, evening, morning, continue what time is for you. Hope you take care. Hope to see you soon. Thank you to my YouTube members, Lord Demon 198, Jolly Unknown, Random 557, Fatal Geese, The Golden Gamer, and Xandiver, and Free Drew on the Twitch side of things. Sorry, excuse me for that. I need to update the list tomorrow because technically there are a few that are off the list, but I like showing my appreciation. But yeah. That should. Yeah, see you next time on the next Funkin Interview podcast if you're just interested on this content. Dude, this is so good. Later.